morning, people. It's my favorite day of the week. It's Wednesday. It's 6th of March. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And as always, you are hosted by really amazing people, of which I am one of them. I haven't said this in a while. The one people love to hate. Some people love to hate. Your favorite shade queen, my own royalty.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst. And of course, the melanin is jam-packed.
Brent
Morning,
plenty,
morning.
lenty.
Nailed it.
All that good stuff, yeah.
Morning. I'm good. Blessed and highly favored.
Love
Good
that.
morning, Stacey. Good morning, Charles Mack. Stacey, I hope it is that you've done your research on Antarctica.
Stacey give me...
Huh?
Sorry?
No, I'm making noise with the touching.
Stacey told me that Russell Simmons is not hiding. Apparently he was seen having lunch.
He's not hiding anymore.
I thought he was still in hiding.
No, he's back, isn't it? That's what we said.
Back when? Who said that?
We said that yesterday, but...
No, we said what's funny is that he's in hiding because Usher went to Bali.
So when you say he's back where? In
She said
America?
apparently he's just strolling up and down the LA Boulevard.
That's what I thought.
Serious?
I'm making up LA Boulevard, but I don't know if LA Boulevard is there. It just sounds very great. But apparently she was like her friend. Oh, Stacey, I don't know if I can say this before they come and track Stacey down. Hey, Stacey, right? It's not the one you think it is. Said apparently, like he's about.
Yeah.
But doesn't he have criminal charges against him that have not been dropped?
I think he just had to escape for a certain time. And then now that things have kind of calmed down, he's back.
But how can we calm if it's an ongoing case?
I'm not too sure.
I don't
I feel
think
like
it was
something
a
changed.
case thing. I think
it's a
that
cancellation
he
thing.
preempted them
Yeah.
even approaching him. And now that everybody's not talking about it anymore, maybe the desire to basically bring him in isn't there anymore.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Russell, I will be here to keep
I'm
it.
seeing here, I just did a quick little Googles.
Yeah.
Right? And this is from Pitchfork. I don't know if Pitchfork is a proper website.
Editor, yeah.
Russell Simmons accused of sexual assault in new federal lawsuit.
When was this?
This was 3 weeks ago.
He landed and they said, hey, excuse me. Because you can't just go to Bali on holiday and think you're connected with nature and universe and whatever crap, and think you're going to come back. Not that universe is crap. Everyone calm down to this morning. And I think you're going to come back and it's all forgotten. This is not a Twitter cancellation. This is a federal case.
I think we have to keep our eye on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, how is this brother Rev? Is he good? He minds his business, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Right,
minds his business, man.
If his wife that talks like a doll. Oh, she talks so slow, man.
Diego, he's praising baby bro for generosity after Bali visit.
Who, Rev?
No, this is another article, right? He's
Yeah.
praising Usher for coming to visit him in Bali. So I don't understand the walking around LA.
That's what I'm saying. Because that's what I
Just
took.
traveling, though, innit?
Because yesterday I was talking about Usher's visit to Bali. So how is he just casually walking around the streets? Because he made it seem as though Usher came out of his way to come and visit me here when everyone else has abandoned me. He had a line about that. So now how are we here? Anyway.
Someone said he was just in Beverly Hills last week,
See?
casually at Wally's having lunch, and he had to be local to shoot the Run DMC documentary. I wonder what makes an SA case federal.
I
Good
wish
morning,
Jeffrey Epstein never
Jade.
died, man.
Good morning, Amy Snow Globe. You're doing good work, Amy. Like
Big
really
up,
good
Amy.
work. The people will know soon.
They will, man.
Crud Crow, good morning. Good morning, Izzy Bambino. Good morning, T. Good morning, Everest. Good morning, Saka, Big Sis. Good morning, Stacey. Good morning, Philly Petite.
Stacey.
Good morning, everybody. There's it.
Morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well and doing great and you're feeling blessed and feeling funky, feeling fresh. Actually, I've got something to say about the dilemma we had yesterday. Because obviously, I sit here and I never want to, my biggest purpose in life is always to be a representative of the kingdom of God, right? Very important to me. So I was praying this morning and it just went on my heart that let me even double check the Bible verse I was talking about yesterday when I said about be like your man being an unbeliever and divorcing him. Turns out that actually Paul is the one who was writing it because he was writing to the Corinthians. Interesting enough, that was actually where my devotion was this morning. Well, I was on the previous chapter and I was going to go to the next chapter, and then I Googled the verse I was looking for. Then I saw, I'm on the page anyway. So I was reading it. So basically, he was saying that if your partner is an unbeliever, he doesn't think you should divorce them because it might be through you that they find salvation. But of course, with the Bible, there's context. So looking into the context is because at that time, he was writing to the church in Corinth, and Christianity was still new at the time. And a lot of time there was still like a lot of like idol worshiping and all that kind of stuff. So he was telling them in that just because you're a believer now, essentially don't give up on your partner because you might be their route to salvation. So I was thinking about, Paul said that, not God, if that makes sense. But obviously Paul was writing through the Holy Spirit, so do with that what you will. But at the same time, I'm not saying that not to say anything to the lady, because I did say for me, I feel like divorce would be the ending, but I did tell her yesterday as well, have conversations first. And then you have to figure out, speak to your pastor, speak to people that you trust and blah, 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 and then figure out what it is that you're going to do, whether it affects your faith, infringes your faith, all that kind of stuff. And then, but what was interesting as well was, I then thought about God saying that we shouldn't be unequally yoked. And I also thought about, how what was I about to say? Don't be unequally yoked. And also when God says that if you're someone who, say you were a Christian, then you convert from Christianity, were you really ever a Christian? Do you get what I mean? So yeah, I was just thinking about that, but I just wanted to make that abundantly clear, because someone like, I won't say no names, Izzy Bambino, thinks that I'm out here just advocating for people to get divorced up and down. But I just wanted to make that clear and just say that was my findings when I went back this morning to get some context and all that kind of stuff for you. But see, we take your dilemma seriously. It's very serious in this place. Don't be thinking about it 24 hours later. But yeah, I wanted to clarify that.
So proud of you.
Thank you. Growth. Speaking of growth, I just remembered I forgot to add the thing I was talking to you about yesterday in Word and Road.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, I'm going to add it now though.
It'd be nice to...
I know. Have his number one fan.
Yeah, I guess hopefully by the time you get there, he'll be here.
He'll be here. I have to dial him in Discord. But yeah, man. So yeah, that was that. How you guys doing though?
Yeah, can't complain, man.
Yeah, love it.
I think one day very soon you're gonna drop that whole.
Can't complain. Oh, my bad.
I'm the person everybody loves to hate.
Do you think so? Why?
I don't know.
Oh, you have a feeling?
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. No, I don't. Because do you know what it is? I don't sit in pride in it. Because I don't care about people that hate me. Do you know what I mean? So it's not really. I think I'm gonna find something new. But that's the joy of recording every day of the week. I can come up with things because that wasn't part of my original intro.
This is true.
What I'm saying is that I think that there's gonna come a time when you're not gonna see any of this.
Oh, 100%.
And not that you blocked everybody.
Oh yeah,
It's just that it's
could you not
coming.
do that? Oh no, of course. I think with my blocking days, I think they're done. I'm blocked out. There's not that many people on there. I'll be honest with you. I think it's like 5 people that are blocked. So you guys should feel special. But yeah, no, you're right. You're very right. There's a time is coming, very fast approaching, that I really will just be here for the services in which I have been. When I'm out. Nothing extra. So these are lovely days, I will say. But yeah, I was gonna say, we've got a comment. Oh, from Curtis Jackson. Listen, your name is sounding too. Don't play with me. Don't play with Mr. Jackson. He says, DMing Esther and man will be waiting for 3 weeks for a reply. Okay. What does the Bible say? Builds patience, builds perseverance, and builds great other things. I love your natural hair and the braids. We love a diverse black queen. Great choice of emojis and all. Curtis. One more comment, Curtis. When I big up our Spotify listeners as well, don't forget you can leave comments on there. And you can watch us as well. Yes. Unless you're driving, please don't do that. Just focus on what you're focusing on. There's people that watch videos while they're driving, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm like, do you not like living anymore?
Yeah, but I guess you kind of just keep one eye there, one eye there.
Omar, please. This is crazy. But yeah, man. All right. Should we get into our headlines, please?
Yeah. Let's do it. All right, people. So our first headline: the Chancellor is expected to announce a 2p reduction in national insurance in what could be the last major fiscal event before the next election.
2 penny.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
So while he did not confirm what taxes he plans to slash, Sky News understands that a cut to NI is on the cards and that the 5p freeze on fuel duty will be extended. So Mr. Hunt is also said to be considering a new levy on vaping products, help for first-time buyers, such as 99% mortgages, a tax on air passenger duty for business class travel, and cutting back plans to increase departmental spending to save money. Labour said that whatever is announced, it won't be enough to undo the economic vandalism of the last decade, and the tax burden is still set to rise to a record high. They're really trying, man. They're really trying. Next headline takes us to America, where Trump won the Republican presidential nominating contests in Virginia and North Carolina on Tuesday yesterday, as he sought to force his rival Nikki Haley from the race on Super Tuesday. So voters in 15 states and 1 U.S. territory were casting ballots for president yesterday, with polls scheduled to close throughout the evening until midnight EST, which is 5 a.m. on Wednesday, GMT. Exit polls in California, North Carolina, and Virginia show that immigration and the economy are leading concerns for voters in both parties. A majority of Republican voters in those states said that they backed deporting illegal immigrants. Trump has promised to mount the largest deportation effort in U.S. history if elected. Biden was expected to sail through the Democratic contests, though activists opposed to his strong support of Israel called on Muslim Americans to cast uncommitted protest votes in Minnesota, as they did in Michigan. Trump, who has dominated the Republican campaign despite criminal charges, swept all but one of the contests so far. His advisors have said that they expect him to eliminate Haley mathematically no later than March 19th, when 2/3 of the states will have voted. He's scheduled to begin his criminal trial 6 days later in New York. And our last headline: Gaza ceasefire talks, unfortunately, seem to have failed, man. Breakthrough anyway. 3 days of negotiations with Hamas over a ceasefire in Gaza have failed to achieve a breakthrough. This is less than a week before the start of Ramadan, the informal deadline for a deal. So the US, Qatar, and Egypt have spent weeks trying to broker an agreement in which Hamas would release Israeli captives in return for a 6-week ceasefire, the release of some Palestinian prisoners, and also to get more aid into Gaza. The Israelis said that they are waiting for Hamas's response, while Hamas say they are waiting for Israel's response.
Okay, we playing.
Hamas's official, Osama Hamdan, said on Tuesday that his group wants a permanent ceasefire rather than a 6-week pause and a complete withdrawal of Israeli forces. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has publicly rejected those demands and pledged to continue the war until Hamas is dismantled and all captives are returned. Israel did not send a delegation to the latest round of talks.
What do they think Hamas is under the rubble? Haven't they cleared the entire place now? Is there anything left of Palestine?
But there's still some people they want to get rid of. So
Bloody hell, bro.
it's sad, man. It's sad. But at this stage, though, obviously this is a controversial thing. But at this stage, if you are Hamas, do you think you would opt for the 6-week pause, though?
At this stage, the rest of the citizens need to rush Hamas because they keep saying they were looking for Hamas there. Mm-hmm. They never found Hamas in all the bombings and the hospitals and the churches and all these places that they were bombing and whatnot, all the safe spaces. So you're just killing innocent people. Yeah. So which Hamas are you actually looking for Hamas?
Yeah. Yeah. It's sad, man.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
I don't know for the situation, man.
I don't know. I just don't know that there's any Hamas where, and who are they communicating with? Is this? They might just be making up conversations with themselves.
I mean, they have officials and representatives that I guess they speak to at certain times.
Yeah, but Hamas is clear. I don't think Hamas is in Palestine.
Well, the official top of Hamas apparently are not in Palestine.
Yeah, but they would have killed the foot soldiers.
Yeah, but it's the thing. They're saying they're still amongst the people. But
which people? There's hardly anyone left.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are still there, but I'm sure there's still quite a few people there.
Yeah, but compared to the number of people that they killed.
Yeah.
Because they haven't...
In my head, there were millions in there, right? Before.
Okay, yeah.
And so far, it's
30,000
or 40,000 that have been quote-unquote killed.
Mm.
So there's still quite a few.
It's still like, still in there.
Yeah.
Gosh, man.
Yeah, but they want to like raise everything to the
That's what they really want to do.
ground.
That's what they really want to do. That's horrible, man.
Sad. By this stage, though, Brent, like I asked Esther, what would you do if you're Hamas? Would you try and opt for this 6-week pause, or would you just keep trying to push for a complete ceasefire?
I as in with negotiations, I want to know what that negotiation even looks like. Like what happens? Are they over Zoom?
No,
I was thinking that,
I don't know.
They
I don't
have a
know.
Teams meeting.
But I mean, in the past,
Can you imagine?
In the past, when representatives of like Palestine and Israel have spoken, they've met in person.
No, but imagine having
it's not
serious
the same,
conversations about a
Thomas.
war over Zoom, and then the person you're like, no, your mic is on mute. You can't mute yourself. It's stupid, man. It's silly, man. I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, it ain't it. I just think, but everyone knows anyway, if you watch Scandal and whatnot, man, this kind of shows, you know that, yeah, you take the 6 weeks, and during the 6 weeks, you're plotting and scheming. Everyone knows that. Both sides do it.
So if that's the case, then so why is it that they don't want a 6-week pause? Why do they want the permanent ceasefire then?
Because they're not the ones who are receiving the brunt of the bombs being dropped and the killings. That's why I don't even feel like they're even there. I don't think Palestine is their base. But then again, people like that, if you're a terrorist group, your brain is not like the average person. Like, hella trouble in there. Gosh, it's all there is in there. So, sad, man.
And you see how America's changing their tune now. With what's her name, Kamala Harris came out talking about, we need a ceasefire.
Girl, shut up.
These people are so disingenuous, man. But anyway,
It's crazy.
I guess that's it for deadlines.
All right, let's get into what you're saying topic of the day.
Apparently, some people may think it is, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I had to debunk any theories anyway.
All right, if you want to debunk this one, that's fine.
I don't know what it is yet. Let me see.
I ain't putting nothing in there other than Michael Jackson, bro. There's no hints in there. You find out when we get to word of it.
Again, like Google don't exist. Let me see what's going on in the airways. Let's see what's going on.
In the streets, honey.
You're trying to catch
Said,
me.
I lost Kelly, but come on.
Nah, ask Kelly, you're an idiot.
Listen, use up.
Oh, dear. All right, while he does his corresponding.
Yes. All right. So today's topic of the day. This was given to us by Jay. Big up Jay.
Big up, Jay.
And this is an old. Well, it's not old. She sent this a while ago. I've kind of tweaked certain things here and there. So I want to see where you guys take this. Yeah. Education reform. So she says the big question is very clear, is that the education system needs a reform. If you could have an input, how would you change it? How would you change it? So maybe just some, in fact, go on.
Well, for one, I'll make sure you guys discipline your kids at home and not expect me as a teacher to do that crap. It's first things first. That's all I can think about the moment.
But you can't, you can't make sure.
Then your kid can't go to school and then you have to homeschool them.
What's he
Only
talking about?
good children can come in here.
What's he talking about? Changing the curriculum?
Yeah, basically, around education and stuff,
Yeah. So
Yeah, but you can't enforce what they do at home.
no, that's the thing though. If your child is not up to par, then your child is gonna have to be homeschooled and you're gonna have to do that.
Okay.
And I know they don't want to do it. So train your child, and when your child comes in here in this establishment, they won't act a damn fool. And here we go.
Okay. Marks, Brent.
What's the question you're asking me?
So, okay, if you could have any input, right, into how you would change up the education system, what would you do?
Oh, economics. Some money management.
100%. That's a good one.
That would be my first one. That would probably be the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
They don't teach people how to deal with money
At all. Even credit. Like you
They
don't
just
understand what
expect-
credit is.
There's just so much that just gets thrown onto you once you hit the real world, and it's like,
When you go
what?
to uni, it's like,
Nobody
damn.
didn't want to.
Yeah.
Nobody didn't want to tell me none of this shit.
Yeah.
Like nobody didn't want to break down how important credit is.
That's
and
so
and
important.
all this stuff. Like this is crazy.
That's so important.
That would be my number one. That would be my go-to. There's probably some other stuff if I take some time to
That is
think.
very important.
But yeah,
Yeah.
because that was one thing that I know I need to teach my kid how to like manage money, like with the importance of money, how to make it, how to these things like that's something that I know if they don't do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
So is it more so like finance, basically? Or
Yeah.
whatever? Okay, cool. So that's something that you'd add. Is there anything you'd take away? What are we teaching? What subjects are we teaching our kids that you feel like, come on, man, this is no real practical?
No, I think everything is relevant, you know.
Oh, you say that, but
different kids have got different skills.
But even obviously, like with like the history stuff, always comes up with the funny things. And remember, we've been like I said before, like my kid's gonna learn the same thing that my mum learned. The curriculum hasn't changed. That can't be that can't make sense.
Is it just certain things within? Would you keep the subjects the same, but then just change out what's taught within those subjects?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Maybe then, yeah.
Okay.
Because I think all the subjects are important. It's just what is
the subjects are
within
necessary. Let's have it right. I mean, what subjects are there that they don't teach? But like science, maths, English,
everything. They teach art, design and
geography,
technology, catering,
history,
religious studies,
religious business. Like
saying that though, back home, agriculture.
Yes, actually,
That's
I was so good at. Oh,
agriculture is geography.
No,
it's more than that.
it's different.
It's
oh,
different.
but they do in geography. They do agriculture. There's a segment on agriculture, right?
Barely.
Yeah.
I know.
Is there?
Barely.
Huh?
I don't think that.
Agriculture.
You know about
Are you
erosion
talking
and that.
about like planting and stuff?
Yeah.
In geography?
Yeah, but in geography, you learn about soil and like erosion and whatnot.
Yeah,
But that's
weathering.
it.
There's an agriculture part in geography.
Barely.
But not. It won't go into the depth.
You just know. All you know is that there's soil.
I don't know how in depth it is, but there's agriculture. There's a part of agriculture geography. No, am I going crazy?
I don't mind you
Wait,
keep
Danny.
saying it, but
Is it-
what did you? What
Oh
do you know about
gosh.
learning?
I'm not
forgot
sure.
about that.
I hated geography. I absolutely hated it. So I couldn't stand it. So I don't. Whatever was going on was lost on me. But I feel like I remember something. I remember the word agriculture.
And agriculture.
They may have maybe touched on maybe a small thing.
I don't think.
small
Yeah,
couple
they
things.
didn't go in depth like that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because we went in depth, boy. That was one of my favorite subjects. Actually, it was so easy to learn.
So what subjects could there be that? Okay, so you get agriculture is one. You're saying.
Agriculture.
What else is there?
In Nigeria, we do social studies. And social, you see like the questions that we ask our guests for like general knowledge stuff. That's basically that. You just learn like different facts about different things and like kind of like history, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because history is very historical here. But social studies is more about like different things. Like you learn about different countries and their currencies. You learn about different people throughout time that fought this war, or like, you know, the reason why we have light bulbs, or the reason why we have, do you mean just different general knowledge kind of facts?
Maybe that's why they don't have it here, because it kind of touches on many different things. Isn't it?
Yeah. But that'd be good to know there.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't even know the history of here anyway. I don't know William and Kate's name.
What about when we get to was it like year 10? Is it year 10 where we have to choose our subjects, or end of year 9?
End of year 9 you choose.
Yeah, 9.
Year
innit?
10.
So certain things like food technology.
Yeah.
Do you feel like those things that are kind of made to be options should be mandatory?
Food tech.
Yeah.
Why is food tech going to be mandatory?
No, I'm just asking.
Nah, I don't think so because that could go for everything. Like
Okay.
art as well and music and all that kind of stuff. Those ones are because they're very I can't remember what they call them. That umbrella of subjects is called. But no, yeah, that is again, it's for your parents to teach you how to cook. That is just for if you want to know the technical stuff and you might want to be a chef one day.
Yeah.
That's for that.
But what if you made it so it was, because obviously a lot of the time we learn certain things in school because our parents, or they believe the parents won't do it. You know what I'm saying? So what if food tech was there? So maybe we included stuff to do with nutrition, to kind of stop all the obesity out there, like to address certain issues with social life.
Yeah, but
then
then
put it in there.
But food tech is compulsory until you get to GCSEs. GCSEs is where you pick the subjects that you've enjoyed from year 7 to 9
that's true.
and you want to carry on. So all that nutrition, all that kind of stuff would have been taught beforehand.
Food tech is whack as well. You don't learn nothing from food tech.
I was just out here making British food. I hate British food. The first chance I got, when
I
I picked
enjoyed
my own
food tech.
dishes,
Don't get me wrong, and
I made Nigerian food.
Did I pick food tech or did I pick design, graphics and design?
Oh, I hated design.
I can't
I'm
remember
not a
what
manual
one.
labor kind of girl.
I can't remember what one I picked. It might have been design, graphics and design.
I hate
And maybe I
building
didn't-
shelves and building things.
But I could have done a food check. Maybe I just didn't like the teacher. Food tech's easy.
Not really, you know.
It is.
But if you didn't pick food tech,
Actually, no, if you don't like the food. It's easy, but I didn't like any of the food I ever cooked. It was all had cheese and milk in it.
Okay.
I'm allergic. I never ate anything. It was just a waste of money. Oh, waste. And then my exam, and I got to pick whatever dishes I wanted. You know I made jollof rice. I made jollof rice, stew, plantain. I said, here's some real food. Teacher trying to tell me not to wash the rice. I said, hey, You focus on your culture, sis. Don't worry about what I'm doing over here.
I remember us making mayonnaise in
Why? Just get Hellman. Why the hell am I making my own mayonnaise?
It's easy
In
to
what
make the
part
words.
of
It's
world?
just
egg and
egg and
I don't even know.
you just whip
That's
oil
disgusting.
and egg yolk
So-
or egg white or something and just whip
No,
it.
whip it.
I'm saying just keep whipping it. It's like 2-3 ingredients, isn't it?
Yeah,
Disgusting.
something.
It's proper
But that's the
simple.
thing, though, because sometimes with food tech, like, I have this weird thing sometimes. I just like to enjoy certain foods. I don't want to see how it's made.
I don't.
So I don't want to see how mayonnaise is made. Just let me have it in a burger and shut up about it.
Why are you so mad about making mayonnaise? It's proper easy.
Because it's not going to taste like Heinz and all these other brands. They add a little razzle dazzle to it.
It
I
never
want a
does.
factory
It's like
razzle
when you
dazzle.
make your bolognese from scratch and all that, and you're thinking like, this ain't hitting like Dolmeo. You know, Dolmeo's got around 10 bricks of sugar in it.
Take that back.
Why?
Have you ever made bolognese that's
From
like
scratch?
proper slaps?
I made a decent one.
I think that's
Mine tastes better than Dolmeo's. Dolmeo's ain't got nothing in it.
I get cussed out by people that do authentic Italians and all that because obviously that Dolmeo stuff's crap and all that, yeah. But I can't lie, I grew up on it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I hear.
So there's a taste that's familiar with me, innit? Like I grew up on it, so I've gone from having that crap to getting an authentic joint and being thoroughly underwhelmed because I'm saying like this ain't slapping. This ain't sweet enough. This ain't. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, Dolmeo's rubbish.
Dolmeo's
When it's all said and done.
Dolmeo's lang. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, they're just, I don't know. I think there's certain things that I just don't want to have to make myself because it just doesn't hit the same. I know it's the same thing that I would rather make myself. Like when I tried to make my brown stew chicken, I said I should have just bought it. I was so angry. It was nice. But again, I'm weird with food. Basically, sometimes I don't like the process of like making the food.
Okay.
And because I'm so picky with like food, yeah, because I'm very big on like textures and stuff. Obviously, with brown stew chicken, I had to like let it cook for time. I don't like soft food. So after I was like,
Talk to me. Talk to me.
about
The whole process. You said a few
sometimes,
things.
yeah, sometimes I just want to enjoy the food. I don't want to have to be the
do
one that makes it.
All of that. The
So when I
process of
make
brown
it-
stew chicken.
Yeah, so when I make it, I don't enjoy it as when I've bought it.
Yeah, I understand that, right?
So that's the problem.
Yeah, you know,
It tasted nice, but I was just like, I don't know. I wanted the Caribbean woman to make it.
Do you feel comfortable sharing your experience about making this?
I don't remember. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was in January. We're in March.
Because the whole
Remember, I followed the recipe and I bought everything browning and all sorts. I don't know why I'm going to use browning ever again. 'Cause I remember
Well, after we had that stew chicken conversation, you went and done it.
I did it, yeah.
And you never felt the need to call none of us while you was in the kitchen or anything, like just to make sure
did you do it right?
that you
I did do it right.
How
Because
do
it
you
looked how
not-
it's meant to look.
No, who did you verify this with?
Me.
This is crazy.
And when I tasted it, I said, does this taste similar to the woman whose I buy?
Nah, it may not.
And I was,
because-
no, but it didn't. So you know how you were saying about the pasta?
Yeah.
Obviously, hers is going to have more concentration because she's been cooking it for years. So she knows it. Like, I'm following the recipe, but I'm also throwing in a bit of my Nigerianness when I cook Nigerian food.
Wait, so you,
Do you know what I mean?
that's why you kept the call to yourself.
No, I didn't know. I wasn't going to call anybody. I haven't got time for that.
Nigerian self in it.
No. I said, because you know, okay, when I say Nigerian self, I mean, so say you're wanting to make jollof rice. You will see on there that it says 3 Scotch bonnets, 2 Maggi cubes, for example. Because I cook Nigerian food often, I don't need to measure things.
Yeah.
I just go. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
so when I'm following the recipe of measure this, measure that, the spirit of me that is like, no, I'm going to add a bit more is doing that. And yeah, it was nice. I just didn't.
All right,
just-
so
yeah.
everybody's stew chicken is not the same.
Well, we
100%.
figured that out when we couldn't agree on what browning was. Y'all couldn't agree on what browning was.
Even down to the seasoning you use, it
Yeah.
changes the taste
flavour
of
and
the
everything, yeah.
stew. 100%.
Yeah.
Now the one that you followed was that woman's recipe.
Yeah.
Where you got it from was a different woman's recipe.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to taste the same.
It was never going to taste the same.
It wasn't, to be fair. But yeah, it wasn't. It was nice though. It was actually nice because I ate it. And I don't eat things that's not nice. I don't care whose feelings has to get hurt. I would not eat it if it's not nice. But I was like, next time I'll just buy it myself. Or get someone else to cook it for me. Next time you guys make brown stew chicken, let me know.
IT.
That's very important.
Should that be made mandatory now?
I'll be shocked if it isn't.
Because we had to choose that. Well, in my time, we had to choose it.
Did I have to choose it? For GCSEs, I did that.
Yeah.
No, did I? I can't remember. Gosh, I was in school so long ago. I can't remember.
Okay.
No. We had to do it. Everyone had to do it, I think.
Even what into GCSE?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I believe so. But I would say that it should be mandatory now though. But they would have to make it a bit more. I think they need to be teaching them like. I feel like they should make stuff like coding and all that kind of stuff. Add that into the curriculum because you don't need to be known. We were doing. What was that little guy with the little clip on Microsoft? Not Ask Jeeves. That's somebody else. Remember Microsoft, early Microsoft, and that little guy with the clip.
Yeah.
Dancing in the corner.
Paperclip.
Oh,
yeah, the
paperclip.
paperclip. That's it. Yeah.
The assistant.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
helper. Yeah.
So I feel like now they don't. Obviously, they should know how to use Excel, all that kind of stuff. But I think they need to make it a bit more complicated.
Okay. So what is there not anything that you guys can think of that you think, you know what, definitely I want to remove this? Not PE.
PE is important.
Okay.
Get them kids running about the place.
Drama.
Drama's a waste of my flipping time. I hated drama with all my being. Oh, such a waste of my time.
You can't get rid of the arts, man. None of the arts you need to get rid of. Drama's important.
I think that those ones you should get to choose.
How many of them?
Even like media. I hated media. Oh, I hated media so much.
I think it's just.
It's drama
just
music.
yeah.
It's music.
Drama music.
Oh,
There you go. Art, drama,
dividing my
music.
music actually.
You can't get rid of none of them.
I think. Do you think they should pick or they should be compulsory?
They should be compulsory.
Actually, yeah, because drama can build social skills.
They the way it works is it works fine. They're compulsory up until it's time for you to pick.
Yeah, but I hated it, man. I just does my worst. I feel like I had
And
bare
you
things
just
to
cut out
do.
the bullshit. So for the first 2 years, you do art, drama, and music, and then when it's time to knuckle down, now you pick which one you want to go to. That makes sense.
I feel like I just had better things to do in my time. That honest, but then you got to think about it as well. I came from Nigeria, where like education is serious. We don't got time pouncing about in the middle of a room. So when I came here, I was thinking, what kind of nonsense is what you people are doing? Waste of my time. Them lessons to piss me right off. Anyway,
All right, let me ask you guys this question. Do you feel like certain subjects, certain groups of people should be made to take?
what's a group?
So let's just say black people,
Okay.
or let's just say Asian people. It should be certain subjects should be mandatory for them to take.
Like what?
I don't know. Let's just say. Oh no.
Like Black History.
Something. Yeah. Just
It should
yeah.
be compulsory for white kids to take Black History.
Yeah, for
it's
example.
very important.
Let's just say let's just say something like that. We'll start there.
Yeah, I think everyone should take Black History.
You're gonna remember. You're gonna be reminded fast. You've been a white country.
Bro.
You're gonna be reminded quick where you live. Man said.
I think it's more for everyone to take Black History. But history in general. Because in taking history in uni, found out Gandhi was a racist. I don't know why he didn't win a Nobel Peace Prize.
Probably. Everyone likes him.
I don't know why. That man was a racist. Like he hated black people. Wanted punctuality.
Yeah, but he never got the Peace Prize for anything for black people.
Yeah, but why are we celebrating someone that's a racist? That's what I don't get. Because they speak about Gandhi like, I think the way people talk about him. Say again?
Freedom fighter, innit?
Nah, man. Not if you wanted some people to be oppressed. And he did.
One could say though that was early in his life though.
Don't matter. Once there's racist bone in there, there's a racist bone in there. Yeah, the way he spoke about black people, was very like scum of the earth. You can't delete that over time, man.
But it's a long time. Because remember, imagine now you have a racist view in your mind. You go over to that particular country to do racist things. But then you maybe have an epiphany. You know what I'm saying? Or you have a certain experience with these people. You should be afforded the right to change, right?
That's fair, but I never learned that he changed.
Yeah, but
and I was learning about him. The man died. He's dead, right? I never
He's
learned.
dead, right?
But I can't keep a tally if he's alive or he's not anymore. There's too many of us around here.
yeah,
I
but
never learned that he changed.
Yeah, but so we shouldn't like him because if you're saying he's racist, but does that diminish the efforts that he's done for the Indian people? There's two separate issues, isn't it?
Listen, what I'm trying to say is that, right? That's good. I guess, yeah, you're right. Two things can be true. The racist cow, but he also fought for the freedom of certain people. That's great. But I still think he's having the day he deserves. And Fernand says, should be lessons on how to use social media. Yes. And how to interpret info of the internet. 100%. That needs to be part of the IT that they teach them now. That's so important because that's mad. No, that should be PSHE. Your PSHE?
Yeah, what's that?
The little thing that you do before form is like
education, something like that. Is that?
I think so. I don't know. That was another waste of my time. Gosh. But I feel like that should be part of it. But cyber awareness and cyber attacks. I heard that some people's workplaces here are sending them emails of them winning rewards, and then when they click on the link, they make them mandatory mandatory course on phishing emails and stuff.
Wow.
So funny.
Wow.
Personal, social, health, and economic education.
Oh, personal, social, health. Okay. That's really good. There's never really enough time.
Yes, it's shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's barely any time with that. I just spend time talking for really.
What about family building?
Oh yeah, but that's to do with not food tech. Oh, so in Nigeria we had home economics.
Yes.
So that's where you get your catering. All of that comes under that.
Yeah.
Because it's all about like life. So that's where you would learn about like different families. No, that would be social studies actually.
Yeah.
But I would say that family is to say family planning. You said.
Yeah. Or no, family building. But but that's a good one. Family planning as well. I guess that would all come into it together.
Need to teach family planning.
Let's just say that was definitely one of the things that everyone voted for in this country. Yeah. Because of maybe divorce rates, because of single parent households and things of that nature. And they said, you know what, black people, we need you guys to be taking this mandatory all the way up to GCSE. Would you guys feel some type of way about that?
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, everyone does it, right? But
Yeah.
for some groups, let's just say for some groups,
No, but
it's
no.
mandatory.
No, everybody's doing it.
Why
I
you
don't
say
think
that?
it needs to be for some groups. It's mandatory. Do you not see what Jeremy Kyle is built off the back of white people and all the bunch of kids they be having? Being a grandma at 35, they need family planning. The world needs family planning. Yeah, I wouldn't say it needs some groups more than other groups.
But the reason why I'm asking this is because typically we would, obviously not necessarily you guys in the room, but I get the impression that, especially amongst black people, we like to fight for certain issues because of how they affect us, right? So the biggest one that comes to mind, Black Lives Matter. Now, we all know that everyone's life is valuable, right? But yet we were out there campaigning saying, yo, guys, you guys are forgetting that our lives are just as valuable. So focus on this. Why? Because it seemed like people didn't seem to care about us, right? So essentially we wanted everyone to kind of learn this particular fact or be reminded of it. But that was something that directly affected only us. You see what I'm saying? In the same way, if there's subjects that, if there's certain topics, certain just areas of life that affect only certain groups, wouldn't it be prudent for the curriculum to kind of address those particular things and be like, okay, cool. You definitely over here, for whatever reason, it could be our doing, like, social engineering, whatever it may be. Yeah. But since we want to rectify these problems, you guys definitely get this. You know what I'm saying? And other people, you can choose this, later in your life, GCSEs, year 10 and year 11. But for you guys, there's a desperate need for this.
But this is with the example of family planning.
Yeah, but I'm saying for all sorts of subjects.
Yeah, but what kind of subjects are there that only applies to a certain group of people?
Okay, I'm definitely going to be stereotyping here. So guys,
that's all right.
I may be racist, but I'm joking.
I don't know if we're thinking the same thing.
No, but what I was going to say is basically, for example, let's just say we looked at all the stats and we said, you know what, Chinese people are exceptional when it comes to IT. They don't need the extra so-and-so because maybe at home they push this particular idea. You guys just do amazing when it comes to computers and software and things of that nature. So you guys get to choose it. But everyone else is falling behind. So you guys, it has to be mandatory at least until we see that this is part of you guys thinking. So something like that, for example. Yeah,
but just because I'm great at something doesn't mean that I can't polish up my skills on it.
No, you get to choose it. But for others,
but everyone else is mandatory.
Yeah.
You can't profile. That's too discriminative.
Yeah.
Because what about the Chinese people that are not good at it?
That's the thing, because they do exist.
But they get to choose. They get to choose it.
Yeah, but I don't think you should be doing segregation from school. That's wild.
But don't we do this in normal life? Don't we say, guys? Don't we say, there's not enough black people in the theater spaces, so let's have an all black night. You know what I'm saying? There's not
but
enough.
That's different though, because that's as a result of what society's done. There's a bigger system.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because of these things, it's not saying that it's our fault, but it's basically just saying 2024, 6th of March. This is our reality.
Yeah, but you're
How
speaking
can we
of.
remedy this?
You're speaking. The reason why I don't know why it is that let's just say Chinese people are great at IT. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
But part of why they are the way they are, as in they excel as a nation, if we're being honest, we're gonna call a spade, is because of their discipline. It's because of the value they place on education, all that kind of stuff. So just because the rest of you are lazy, oh gosh, Brent, go on.
Is that a stereotype?
Yeah, because it's like saying because it's saying all Asians are good at maths.
Indian.
No, Indians are what are they good at? Allegedly.
They're always in IT.
No, but that's like call centers though. We're talking about like
I don't know about the Chinese stuff. I know the like
Chinese are good at maths. I think theirs is maths.
Yeah,
so Indians.
I think both of them is, both of them maths.
No, actually.
No?
Sociology, I learned
Oh, is it?
Indians are not that great.
What, maths? Or the IT
They
part?
definitely are.
Not IT. I think it's more.
I see more Indians in IT. When I say Indians, I'm talking about Indians. Yeah, in IT than I see Chinese.
What,
Yeah,
in tech?
Yes. Yeah, tech is different. I'm talking about the maths one. I think it's Chinese are good at maths,
East Asians
not Indians.
than South Asians. That's what I would have thought.
More
Where?
East
Say that?
Asians.
I would have thought there'd be more East Asians in tech than South Asians.
When you say tech, what are you
No,
talking
but
about?
no, but in creating the tech is East Asians. The stereotype is East Asians. In working,
As in building the tech.
building the tech is East Asians. When it comes to working at the tech centers, South Asians. That's the stereotype. What I mean is a stereotype with the call center ones.
Oh, definitely is a stereotype.
No, it's not.
Why are you mean you're saying it's fact?
I didn't say it was facts.
But both can be true, obviously.
I mean, they're definitely outsourcing.
I'm just saying that when I call O2, sometimes I don't speak to Brian.
And getting
Brian is not who's picking up the phone. That's what I'm saying.
To be fair, he does introduce himself as Brian.
Yeah, man. Let me see. Stop playing with me. Let me say it. But no, I agree with Mark. I think it can be a bit discriminatory, and I don't think that kids should be taught that in school so early that some of you have that, because with school as well, there's a whole thing about self-fulfilling prophecy. And so if I know that I have to do this, but my Chinese friend doesn't have to because his people are apparently very good at it, I feel like, what's the point? Why bother? And then you have kids just doing it because they have to and not actually learning like they should. And so when they get to year 10, the first chance they get to drop it, they're going to drop it. You actually find that by the time they get to GCSEs, the people that are picking it are people that are already good at it.
But then why do we do this in adult life then?
In what way do we do that in adult life though? As you said, what's the topic of the day turning into Little Britain? But how do we do that in adult life? But adult life, I feel like...
So
I need an example.
like I was saying about Black Lives Matter,
Yeah.
right? And for example, let's just say...
God.
let's just say... I mean, I don't want to stereotype here, but those who are very socialist-minded, they like to say, okay, you know what, cool, because this particular group don't have this as much as another group. Let's try and pour resources into that particular area to raise them up, to help them. So in a similar type of thing, I'm kind of using that same sort of principle, but with knowledge. If certain groups don't know as much, shouldn't we kind of pour more resources into that particular group? Because then, effectively, if we put in more resources across the board, wouldn't that disparity continue, potentially? Or would it be wasted on people who already know this information? But for those people who maybe need more help in that particular area, why don't we give them more? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we kind of do this in normal life. Like we say, for example, oh, this particular area is kind of downtrodden. All the certain facilities in that particular area, this borough, is being taken away. There's no funding, this, that, and the third. But you would all be upset if they gave them 10 million, but also gave Kensington or Fulham, them type of areas, 10 million too for the same issue. You know what I'm saying?
No, if it's on the same issue, I feel like it's kind of like what Mark is saying in that with what if not all, in the example of the Asians, right? What if not all Asians are good at maths? So with areas that are poor areas, the poor areas that need investing. If an area is not poor and you're investing in it, then you will get uproar. But if the area, we can see that it is, like results are showing us that it is a poor area and you're investing in it, that's different. So you to you seeing an area, not knowing anything about the area, just hearing and be like, oh, I'm going to assume that they're poor there and giving the money.
But the reality is, you're always going to get people who, you remember, most of life is a bell curve. You're going to get extremes. So just yesterday we were talking about what's the brother called, Levi Roots, who's a millionaire living in a council flat. So you can't tell me him and his children are poor. They ain't poor no more. You know what I'm saying? But he still lives there.
But he's a nominee there.
But this is precisely what I'm trying to say. So you may get situations where, the area is poor, but there'll be people within that poor area who are not poor, yet you would still put money and funding into that particular area because the majority, right, are kind of poor. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, the majority of Chinese of black people or any type of group may suffer from this particular thing. So why not put the resources there? Or you know what? Let me switch it up. If you want to take away race from this, what about areas then?
That's better. What things I don't do? What things are like exclusive to races? Because I don't really.
Okay, let's look at stats, for example, yeah? Obviously, again, we're going into stereotypes. It's based on stats. So, for example, most single-parent households is blacks, unfortunately, in this country. I believe it's Black Caribbean, to be more specific. But let's just say black people.
That's not going to be possible.
What's not going to be possible?
What, with the numbers? The amount of people, and we represent the majority of the single-parent households in the country.
Yeah, percentage-wise, 100%. Maybe not in numbers, but percentage. It is.
Well, in comparison to the percentage of the numbers, there's going to be more single parent white. Just from lower averages from the numbers, there's going to be more single parent.
But percentage, right? The percentage of us.
Oh, compared to
to
I get what you're saying. Okay, cool.
So if that's the situation now, surely there's a problem with us then.
What
so how do we
things
fix that?
are there that are race exclusive? I can understand when there's things that are there, like obviously can only be safe for people from 18 to 25, or it's people from this certain area, like demographics, postcodes, whatnot. If this certain tax bracket, whatnot. I've seen things that are exclusive to certain people at that point. I'm trying to think now. I'm asking if you can give me examples of things so I can like reference that are race exclusive.
I don't think anything will be completely exclusive. I just think it will be more so disparities. So, like I said, like single parent households and stuff. Maybe those who start uni and don't complete. I can't remember what it is. I think it's black people, the most likely to start uni and not complete their courses. Unfortunately, in this country, you know what I'm saying. So, it may not be that we are.
Trust me, it's not about what we're talking about.
it may not be a thing where, it's never because you are black this is your reality. It's just certain things that happen, and because maybe we're susceptible to certain things for whatever reason, social engineering or whatever it may be, we just fall victim to that the most.
You got something, Brent?
Yeah, the latest figures from the census in 2011 says that black households make up 8.3% of single-parent household with dependent children. Overall picture, it's important to consider the general population. White households make up a large portion of the overall population and also have a significant number of single-parent households.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So isn't the census every 10 years?
Though. Huh?
You're saying in comparison to how many black people there are, and how many single parents households there are, the percentage of is higher compared to them how many white people there are. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. So, for example, in whites it could be maybe 20%, but with us it could be 42%. That's basically what I'm saying.
But then because we're less,
that 20% is much more than the 42% anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. So when you say them things, it depicts a picture that's not necessarily that's not necessarily true then anyway.
Yeah, I want stats. Maybe you could.
Do you think it's not true?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm asking. No, that's just a separate question.
I don't know. I'm reading this.
I don't know what.
And this is in 2011, innit? So I want to know why hasn't Gemini, which is bad 2.0, got more recent figures? I mean, you're saying it comfortably.
Yeah, because I believe it's fact. I'm pretty sure I've seen it many times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you could bring it tomorrow, that'd be cool.
It's funny though because Elon Musk just said yesterday was laughing at Gemini because Gemini was saying we're trying to work on Gemini to not be as racist. So maybe this is them not being as racist manifest. They don't want to put it out there. But I'll find it. But or if there's anyone in the chat, please present the information. But yeah. But if that was the case, though, if what I'm saying is the reality, there are just certain things that befall certain race groups, certain racial groups more than others. Isn't it a good thing for us to kind of maybe pour the resources into focusing on those race groups groups to raise them up? Or do you feel like everyone should just be learned across the board? You wouldn't do that with anybody else. You got two people that's hungry. You give them the same proportion of food to eat, and one person's like not hungry, or one person hasn't eaten for 2 days. You wouldn't do that. You'd give that person far more because they're more in need, right?
All right. Seems like we've come to the end of this topic. My take before we move on. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
and this is not about the curriculum, right? Because there are many things you can change, right? But I think the most impact would come from paying teachers more, so it will attract better teachers to the workplace.
Passionate people.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. But anyway, that's it. We're done, fellas. And
Wait.
I mean, that's a good take, though. If you restructure the payment for the education system for the teachers and that potentially will fix everything, can it? Trickle down economics. I'm seeing it.
But wait, before we do wrap up,
5 minutes ago.
Before we do wrap up, though, quick question though: would you guys reorganize the school day and school holidays?
Nah, I think it ain't broke.
I feel like it's fine as it is.
Yeah, man.
The school days can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe make them go till like 6.
Okay.
Make them to 6.
Make them go till 6.
You are walking in spirit of Michael Gove.
Huh?
That ain't it. 6.
Come home, fed, watered, bed. This is a quick day. This day is serious. I'm onto something, right?
Dependent on the parent, because I think a lot of parents might prefer going from work or leaving a little bit early, maybe half an hour, to collect the children and go home, as opposed to getting a minder or something or the other.
Yeah.
The fees that you pay to do
Exactly.
that stuff. After school club, blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
See?
that might be a shout.
See? There we go.
Might be a shout.
But Brent, saying that though, school holidays, like a lot of parents have to take off a lot of time during the 6-week holiday.
That's if they want to spend time with the children.
Okay. All right. Because that's facts.
It's play scheme, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that is true.
There you go. Put him in the cousin's house.
There should be subsidies for that, to be honest. But that is it.
All right, cool, man. Let's wrap up there. All right, people. So our next headline. Oh man, Esther, you mentioned this yesterday, man.
Cake.
About cake.
Well, let me have it.
So the Ministry of Defence has updated its website after earlier claiming that a Princess of Wales, will attend Troop in the Colour this summer. This is a royal event, right? So the army did not seek approval from Kensington Palace before announcing that she would be present at the event on the 8th of June on its website. Her name has now been removed from the event's description. Kay has not been seen, as we've mentioned before, on any official duties since late December, when she was pictured on Christmas Day, doing that walk in Sandringham. The palace has previously said that the princess would not return to public duties until after Easter. The announcement of her scheduled appearance at Troop in the Colour came as a surprise, and it was not clear if it was due to be her first official appearance following her surgery. Obviously, Kensington Palace has not confirmed her attendance.
Free cake.
Next headline. Apparently, a Tory minister has appeared to rule out a May general election, suggesting that voters will go to the polls this autumn. So Trade Minister Greg Hands said that the contest will be later this year when asked whether the PM would call a snap election in May to coincide with local elections around the country. At the same time, Labour's Shadow Paymaster General was making a bet with Sky News presenter Kay Burley that the contest would be in May. Mr Sunak's deadline to dissolve Parliament in time for the 7th of May election is the 26th of March. So we've got 20 days till we find out if it will be in May. It comes after a shock survey on Monday revealed that the party is on course for one of its worst election defeats in history. And our last headline takes us to Birmingham, where apparently more than 50 councillors voted in favour of £300 million in cuts over the next 2 years. It comes after the local authority declared itself bankrupt last year. The Unite Union described the move as devastating for Birmingham Council's workers and the entire city, while anti-cuts demonstrators held a protest throughout the city. Under these measures, the council tax will rise by 9.99% in the first year, alongside a string of cuts to frontline services. Street lights will also be dimmed to save £900,000. Rubbish collections will come fortnightly now, to save £4 million a year, and highway maintenance spending will be slashed by £12 million. The cuts are said to be needed to secure £1.3 billion in exceptional financial support, EFS loans, from the government. Conservative group leader Robert Aiden said that these measures show just how badly Birmingham Labour has made a mess of the council's finances. The Labour-run council is the largest local authority in Europe. That's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
Okay, let's get into Word and Road. All right, people, not much from me today. Meek Mill is still doing what he's doing, man. He's still banging on about this whole thing with wherever else. Anyway, now he said he's hired a private investigator to get to the bottom of why he's trying to keep the black man down, which is wonderful. So he said, I just had investigators to see the guy type stresses me out, to see who's been starting these cyber attacks against black artists and leaders. They're making blog posts, anything that destroys the black house, that destroys the black household. I always find it funny when people talk about things destroying black households and they've got multiple baby mothers and such. Anyway.
Meek got kids?
I'm sure Meek has got offsprings. Meek has got offsprings.
Yeah, man. There's a girl in England that's got mixed you.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got offsprings. He don't look like a responsible type who puts a condom on. He eats chips in the pool from his thighs.
Oh, it's fire, isn't it?
What?
You've not seen that picture?
I've not.
Wet chips.
That's what you're talking about when you say wet chips.
Wet chips by the pool.
Insane.
It says they're making blogs post anything that destroys a black household, empowering everything that level is down. You look at it, that's him. That's his thighs.
Come on.
That's his thighs.
That can't be him.
That's Meek. He was in the pool.
That's Meek. He was in the pool.
Consuming chips.
This is a rationally minded person doing this. Can't be him, surely.
He says,
Terrible.
listen. Oh, so icky. So icky.
Did he take them off a plate and put them there?
I think someone was walking by. Let me grab some of those.
Yeah.
And then he put it in his lap. Like, you couldn't just take a chip or get out of the pool and get yours. And it's always in the pool, that man, as well.
It's chlorine, isn't it?
That's the worst thing. When things happen, people finding clips here, that's the worst thing ever. Did you see the clip when Diddy was calling him daddy and he was in the pool?
Couldn't he meet Daddy?
Yeah.
Probably seen it. I've seen it.
It's not a good clip.
Did he like Daddy?
It's not a good clip.
He's
not good.
he's cool with that. He loves calling man Daddy. That's his thing.
Anyway, there's a big company powered. I know the perk was fake, but I still ate. I'll be honest with you, I don't really care about any of this. He tells you he's obviously got a new project out and he says, I think it's called Heathens, something like, or Don't Follow, whatever it's called. It's called Don't Follow the Heathens. So he says, Don't Follow the Heathens, the name of my album for this particular reason. Most of these people deprogrammed, lost and depressed. He said he's a leader. N-words, thought I was crazy 20 years ago when I said we're going to be on jets, rich as shit, not living a normal life. I'm not normal. I got it. Oh, we got it too, babes. Then someone said it's not just cyber attacks, it's whole campaigns from politicians and corporations. And he said, I'm about to really join politics, make them mad. Who are you voting for? Let's make sure Gen Z and the black culture hold a strong hold on who we let be our next president, or we may be history, dead literally. Anyway, he's basically doing all that stuff, whatever that means. And then also Tyreek Hill. Do you guys know who Tyreek Hill is?
Nope.
I think he's like an NFL player or something like that. Yeah, he is actually. NFL, NBA, plays a sport. He's an athlete.
NFL, I think Tyreek
NFL,
Hill.
isn't it? Yeah.
I think.
Women's sports. That's football, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. He plays football, yeah. So basically, he unfortunately had a house fire. See? Women in sports. I know my shit. he had a house fire, unfortunately, right? And he lives in the same neighborhood as Rick Ross. Not Rick Ross live streaming the flipping fire.
No way.
Not live streaming it, but he basically put it on his Instagram.
So you get rid of that quick or some scandal. I was thinking, wait, this ain't the right.
This ain't the right link. It's such an exit.
Man got rid of it fast, you know. I heard him go, whoops.
But yeah, man. So basically, he was on LeBron's. Is it LeBron that's got a barbershop?
Yeah.
He was on LeBron's barbershop. He's the one that's with Savannah, right?
LeBron?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
She's so gorgeous. Anyway, yeah. So basically, he was on there talking about it, and he was talking about like where he was when he got the fire, when they got the call that his house was on fire. He was actually at practice. Said he got home, blah blah. But he didn't appreciate the fact that Rick Ross had basically put up a story about it. Rick Ross was like, so he put up a picture of the fire happening, like whilst fire was happening, and said, "Oh, Tariq's house is on fire, but everyone is safe." Like doing live reporting, and he said he didn't appreciate that, which is fair because I think it's wild that we live in a world where something can be happening tragically, and your first thought is to get you feel like you owe it to everybody else to give them that news, and that spirit is really really big on social media. People want to be the ones to break a news. Like, okay. So anyway, that happened. Also, Nelly was on a podcast. I can't remember what it's called now, but he was talking about it. I want to know if you guys agree with this. He was talking about his prime time in music, essentially. He said that was a very difficult time hip hop wise. Like he was up against what was it he said? He said that time it was tough competition in hip hop around the time when he was reigning in hip hop. Do you guys agree with that? Shall I give you his reason? He says, my era of music was the toughest era in hip hop ever. When I put out songs, I had to go against DMX, Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, and Ludacris. And he was like, all of us we're all fighting for the same spot.
Yeah, I think he's got a good point. It was a tough time.
I don't think so.
No?
It was the only niggas selling records as M Pimp, Juice, and us. There's not many. There weren't many of them.
Mad.
What?
Who is that comedian? Is it Cedric? I know it's Cedric, but someone quoted that and we were all laughing. It was so funny.
See, so there weren't many of them. There weren't much competition.
But is that
And it's
saying...
very different music.
That's what I was thinking. I feel like it's very different music. I don't think Nelly and then in the same breath think DMX.
His singles were different though. His albums were...
Yeah, but we don't know. I don't know if it was albums. I don't know if it was singles.
I suppose the argument you can make is that for real that at the time when there was but then again, no, but they're still doing their thing.
DMX. He's not competing against Eminem.
I'm not saying he's competing against them, but there was juggernauts out there, so there's a market share. Yeah, Ludacris and all that. But again, what I'm trying to say, there was juggernauts out there that was going off at that time, so the market there was fighting for a market share, and even though we had the majority of it, it was a tough time, but it was a serious time in music.
Yeah, he had a distinct sound.
Nelly, innit?
Very different to
Very
the rest of
different.
them.
But that made him like that's why I think
Stand out.
He
stood out, yeah. 'Cause
insane.
he was talking about like even getting a Grammy, and he said he wasn't. I think he said he wasn't even nominated for the Grammy. But somehow, I don't know how we got it, but anyway, yeah.
It was like for real, like that time.
I think it
It was a good time in music. There was big rhythms coming out all the time, like
I don't see
constantly.
them as his competition. I see the people that
But
he
they would
named.
be
I see
though,
them
no?
as competition amongst themselves. But I feel like he was in his own lane.
I get what you're saying.
was
Saying the
very- something
DMX, that's not even his lane and all that. It's like why even?
Eminem, I'm not. Yeah.
No, but he was hip hop and he transcended all of them, if that makes sense, because he managed to kind of cross over with the thing. So it is kind of just because just because I'm so successful, don't tell me I'm not in your lane.
Yeah,
now. Just because I've gotten so successful, that I'm able to cross over and
It's a
do all these things.
positive,
Now. You can't tell me I'm not in your
When
lane
you
just because
say
I'm so
lane,
big.
The lane of hip hop is so broad, so vast, and at that time it wasn't as vast. It wasn't even as vast. There's everything now. And as you said, he crossed over. He would have crossed over if him and DMX dropped at the same time. He would have crossed over quicker than DMX because his sound is more quote unquote acceptable.
What was his actual statement again? Sorry.
He said that. Hold on, let me get it for you. He said. Hold on. So he said, "Country Grammar was 5 million. I didn't even get nominated as a best new artist because of my album came out in 2000. So I wasn't even on the ballot in 2001. The great, talented, well-deserving Alicia Keys won, and she would have won in 2001. You gotta understand, my era of music was the toughest era in hip hop ever. When I put out songs, I had to go against DMX, Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, and Ludacris. All of us are fighting for one spot. So from 99 to 2008, 2010, it was the hardest era ever.
I think I'm letting him land.
I'm agreeing with him, man.
I think I'm letting him land, you know.
Because it's essentially saying that we're talking about like why I guess he never got a Grammy, like being snubbed by the Grammys and whatnot. So he's talking about all the people that he had to be up against, which is why he didn't. I will say though, the positive, that man has been, he smiles so much when he's talking. I just know it's because of Ashanti. It's so cute, man. I love this for them. I was going to bring back to love. Sorry, it's what I've read. So there's that. And then also Ryan Garcia, who's a boxer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he was on X, on Spaces on X, and talking about a lot of stuff. So trigger warning. Sorry. Whilst the trigger's loading. Ebony says, country grammar was a masterpiece.
100%.
The man is like, I guess he was making sense, man. Happily doing so. But so trigger warning, sexual abuse, all that stuff. So he was basically saying when he was younger that he was taking some place. Was he young when he was younger?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
I think
taking
when
some
he was,
place.
I don't want to say.
I don't want to say the age, but he was younger, basically. He's taken some place, and he basically had to watch other kids get sexually assaulted. Is what he was saying.
Are you sure it was when he was younger?
Yeah, that's what he said.
In that clip that you played?
No, the clip's there. We can play the clip.
Okay.
No, but actually, yeah, trigger warning. Sorry. So avoid it if you need to. Are you playing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
You know Ryan
The
Garcia?
boxer.
The boxer.
Big fight coming up, man.
Yeah, well, KSI said no.
Yeah, I just saw that thing as well. KSI is like,
They made me watch little kids
Don't
get
do it.
raped. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Where?
Bro, they fucking took me to the fucking woods, bro, and they fucking tied. I'm not fucking joking, bro. I have fucking proof, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bro, I fucking will show you every fucking video you could ever fucking believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They fucking tied me down and they made me fucking watch, dog. I absolutely don't give a fuck anymore. Yes.
He doesn't want to take us all.
Who's he saying tied him down?
Hey.
You know the secret society that meets in Bohemian Grove? Let me just read a little bit. Sorry. Bohemian Grove doesn't. All right, cool.
Alex Jones spoke a lot about that.
Most likely, Bohemian Grove refers to the Bohemian Grove, a private retreat and annual encampment held by the Bohemian Club, a private gentleman's club in California. The event has been shrouded in secrecy and controversy throughout its history, leading to various interpretations and speculations about its activities. I think look. Does this look familiar? You seen this before? Have you seen none of the movies that have this?
No, I don't know anything about him. I know like Bohemian Rhapsody. I think. Just saying. No, I'm not familiar with this verse.
Cool.
This is different because this is new conspiracy territory for me. I have to
This
go
is
on.
very old.
You like it though. Like Alex Jones, he goes in on them. I think there's even that might be a different place, but there's like some footage of Alex Jones actually breaking into some particular place and actually filming certain things, but like obviously from the outside. But I think there was also a time where he interviewed somebody, or he himself managed to get in and saw certain things that was. But basically, he goes into, Alex Jones, he loves this sort of stuff, but he definitely goes in speaking about Bohemian Grove. He's done it a few times over the years, man. But yeah, like Ben said, man, all the elites go there and meet up. It's almost, I guess, on the surface, it's almost like a social club, isn't it? For certain people, you know what I'm saying? And I guess this because, like, whenever there's these secret societies, there's gonna be loads of stuff that's, you know what I mean, shrouded in mystery and things of that nature.
Yeah,
but yeah,
the social club being in the woods is crazy.
Yeah, but you want it to be off the grid. You know what I'm saying? If you lived off the grid,
Just
right?
move off the
like,
grid.
Is that crazy?
No, they don't live off the grid though. They
No,
come from
I'm
the
saying
city,
if you wanted to, though.
and they dress in those monk gowns and you know those stupid hats that peaked. And then they
The
start
rituals,
sacrificing stuff
do the
and all
rituals.
sorts. Yeah.
And they discuss how to, I guess, dominate the world and whatnot, innit?
Did you watch Billions? It's kind of like when it is that they went to their retreat and they were
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like that. But I didn't know it was when he was young. He wasn't anybody when he was young.
No.
It would make sense that
Or maybe
took
they
him-
knew he was going to be somebody.
Was it a child prodigy?
Ryan Garcia. I don't know.
I don't know. I only know that he started boxing when he was young, like most boxers. But yeah, it might have just been like he was captured this, and he just so happened to be one of the captured kids, became a boxer one day. But yeah, like obviously this fight's coming up in, is it end of April 20 something? I can't remember. Big fight, one of the biggest fights of the year. But people are basically saying obviously he needs to get help because just a couple of days ago there was this whole scare, people believing that he was going to commit suicide.
Yeah, because basically I listened to another clip where he was in the Spaces, and he basically says, because in the clip we listened to just now, he said that he's got receipts and whatnot, right? So basically someone then asked him, like, the receipts, you're saying like there's a right time for you to release them. When will the right time be? And took a long pause and he was like, I don't know. Then whilst he was speaking, he was like, oh, I've got to go. They know something or something like that. Then he went offline, basically left the Spaces and whatnot. But KSI basically tweeted and said, cancel the Ryan Garcia fight and actually get him some help. It's sad watching him have a mental breakdown publicly like this.
Yeah, he's been tweeting crazy, and then he did a video saying, "I'm okay, my health is okay."
Yeah,
just like to tell everybody, "Hey, I'm not suicidal." Yeah.
Well, all that being said, Michael Jackson, right? So I was scrolling on Twitter yesterday, minding my business, minding my good business as I always do, and I saw this video, and I thought, oh, I've seen the guy's face a few times, and I just haven't bothered because you're talking about the Diddy stuff and whatnot, and I just haven't been bothered to click into it. And essentially, he talks about the Diddy stuff, and he basically talks about how the way the lawsuit is and what's been described in the receipts and it's Diddy's like the Epstein essentially of the music industry. And obviously Clive Davis is his mentor and whatnot, and people know what they know about, allegedly about Clive and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Because obviously the lawsuit, people have been criticizing a lot, saying that the guy's just looking for a come up, But he was saying how in the lawsuit, they say the lawyers specify that they've got videos and clips that backs up every single claim. And he was like, legally, you can't say something like that because you could get disbarred if you don't actually have what it is that you're saying you have. But anyway, Michael Jackson, right? He's basically was going to theory about why Michael Jackson's death is not as it seems in terms of a natural thing. And he basically went into a few things and whatnot. And he says that, first of all, I didn't know the Wacko Jacko thing is a racist term. I was shocking. Apparently it was like some monkey that went crazy in the zoo one time or something like that. Started calling Michael Jackson that. Then he also talked about how essentially Michael Jackson's... Essentially, man, the man didn't die of natural life. And also when you think about his...
The doctors...
Yeah, but
So
apparently
the
the doctors
connection was the security guard.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
The security, yeah. So remember I told you guys that the guys... No, what's his name? Diddy's security that clears things up. If something happens, that alleged shooting up, if something happens, he's the go-to. He works with the NYPD and whatever.
And he was responsible for all of the compromise that Diddy had on the hip-hop industry.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
he's the governor of all this compromise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, that guy was flipping Michael Jackson's security. And he was much younger then. But yeah, apparently he was Michael Jackson. This is how we got into it.
Diddy.
Yeah, so this is how we got... This is how we got into it. That's not what I was getting my story. Don't know what he's talking about. That's why you were like, oh, some people think it exonerates.
I'm not even starting.
So that's how we got there. That's how we basically got there. But he was saying, I was interested as well when he talked about like Michael Jackson's estate, and the person who ended up being in charge of his estate or whatnot after he died was actually because apparently he owned like part of Sony or something like that, and in his estate that was part of the money that he had. But then the person that ended up being, I don't know what the name is, what the person's called again, I can't remember now, who had to be in charge of his estate after he died, was somebody that Michael Jackson actually fired years prior for stealing from him. Interesting. But it was interesting, man. I did not think that perhaps Michael Jackson was going to be murdered.
Serious?
Yeah, I didn't think that.
Oh, you didn't know that during that time that was what a lot of people were talking about?
No, it was none of my business. I was in school.
Yeah,
Focus on my
I was
GCSEs.
young. It's a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. I remember when Michael Jackson died. I remember where I was. I was getting ready for school. And I remember Whitney Houston as well. I was getting ready for school.
But Diana,
No.
No chance.
that was a
Diana died the year I was
that
born.
a somber day. How about 9/11?
No.
You're a young thing.
I know. Ow. Let me see. When did Diana, Princess Diana. Because I know she died in 95. I was born in 95. So Princess Diana, no donuts. Let me see. She died 31st of August. I was 29 days old.
Wow.
No, sorry, 1997 she died. Okay, that's so dramatic.
I was thinking 97.
Yeah, I was 2 years old. Aw. Yeah, that was not my worry, boy.
Yeah. So the clip also said that when the FBI raided his estate,
Oh, yeah.
collected all of the computers and devices.
I remember a conversation with you where you had said, I think you said, that there was like information, right, that was found.
Yes.
But then why did all of the FBI notes say nothing was found?
Computers. On the computers, there was nothing.
Okay, but
On the
notes.
digital devices, nothing.
Do you see how he wrote, Michael Jackson? He's a little slow. Because he showed a letter that he wrote to like his mentor, his old head of security.
What I was telling you about.
Was he 3 years old at the time he wrote that letter?
No. Because it looks what? Eligible?
Like 3 years old.
That's right.
Sad.
You all keep on saying that he has a young.
He's young. I
So,
never said that.
He never had a child, man.
I think. I'm sorry. I don't care. I think he's a creep.
But anyway,
Man was a creep.
what I showed you were the pictures that they took in his room and his secret room.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
all
the
bondage
paraphernalia
stuff.
and the pornography and the child this, that, and the next.
No, don't add them together, though, man.
It had child pornography in it.
What, in them, next to the swings?
What swings?
The stuff in the room that you're talking about?
There were swings in the
Swings
room.
Nah, what did you just say? What's
There was a
stuff?
shrine to Macaulay Culkin.
What? All of
What,
this.
Home Alone?
Yeah.
Why is he in it? Well, like he liked him.
Because he was his good friend, innit?
By the way,
And Macaulay Culkin said that he never did anything to him.
I'm glad you said that, Brent. Macaulay came out to say all of this stuff is
And then
fake.
obviously,
Yeah, but that
who was
doesn't-
it that said?
No, you can't say everything is fake.
Which comedian that said if he was gonna do
What?
anything?
What you say?
Which comedian said?
I thought you
if-
said Wizkid.
No.
Excuse me?
Which comedian said that if? Doug.
What did you say about
So he had
FBI?
one ear in his
basically-
phone call, one ear.
I heard FBI. And I know
He's
he's
like,
going to
I'm
be
gonna get
taking.
on the line, man.
The FBI raided the compound, his estate, and it confiscated all of the digital devices, computers and whatnot. And
Who's compound?
Michael Jackson.
Okay, go on.
And they checked everything, and they found nothing, like nothing that they can use to basically affix that particular child molestation to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling Esther, that's not what I was telling her about. I was telling her about the pictures that they took where they showed his inner sanctum. You know, the room that he had to hide all of his nastiness away from the world. They took pictures of all of that. And I was just telling both of you all, that's the information I sent to Esther. And I sent to you and I sent to you, but you all haven't acknowledged that
That part.
information yet.
They're legally blind all of a sudden.
That's
But
nonsense.
essentially, the video also suggested that the unredacted or unchanged or unfiltered version of I can't remember what the song is. It had that he was saying the Jews are trying to sue him, trying to kill him, da 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 da.
yeah.
He was a big
They
Jew
don't
hater.
really care about us. That's the
but
rhythm.
the unfiltered one.
Apparently, yeah.
He was going at the Illuminati and that and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And
Michael was the truth, man.
That's why they killed him, man.
That's what I'm trying to
I think
say.
he got gob. I still think he's a creep.
No, but they're trying to ruin his legacy. This is one of the top conspiracy theories in human existence.
man.
They're trying to. This was going to be this. It was the most amazing human that ever existed. It was a black man. You don't understand how that's.
most amazing human.
Do you remember
when
that? It's a
Jesus
human.
walked the earth?
Can you imagine
Fact,
that?
Jesus
I'm
not
looking
human
at him.
being.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
I
do that.
retracted. I retracted. But it must
Yeah,
be
but most
better
amazing
than
human
Michael.
is a reach there. I'm so glad I missed that. God, my spirit protects me from things in this room. So glad I missed. I didn't hear like no joke. I actually went deaf for 2 seconds. I didn't hear what you said, and I'm so pleased about that. Love that for me. But
But
yeah,
I
man.
didn't know it was so pronounced back in the day. Like it was a whole single he dropped.
What? Oh, that song.
He said, "Let me, take me."
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
See, you wasn't a big Michael fan, bro.
Michael's
Yeah,
a militant.
obviously.
Michael's a militant, you know. Michael
I'm
speaks truth to
telling you.
power. Like,
Wait, is Michael?
Talk to me.
Is Michael?
Say it, Brent. Yes.
Do you revere Michael more than Elijah Muhammad?
Funny, very funny fact.
When he said say it, yeah, he did not think that's where Brent was going.
Very, very funny fact. The Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan
Oh, sorry.
had a good relationship with Michael Jackson.
My apologies. Who's the Elijah Muhammad guy?
Oh, he's he was the leader of the Nation of Islam.
Oh, cool.
So via the teachings of Elijah Muhammad,
All right.
we have Farrakhan,
Okay.
we had Muhammad Ali, we have Malcolm X. Please name me another organization that had that sort of that output. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
None. But anyway,
Yeah, man.
So is he bigger than Michael Jackson for you?
yeah.
All right. Cool. How about Muhammad Ali? Is Michael Jackson bigger than Muhammad Ali for you? Malcolm X?
When you say bigger,
fair
in
enough.
what way though?
No, as he
Fair
said,
enough.
the greatest black man to walk the earth, innit?
Oh, is that
Before
what
he
you mean?
turned white, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You man's like, yeah, no, I don't agree with that. He said, cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think a grown-ass man wanting to... Would you ever let your kids hang out with Michael Jackson?
hell no.
Why not?
They ain't got nothing to do. They
Why
ain't got
not?
nothing to do now. Because my
Why
kid's a
not?
baby.
Why not?
Michael's a big man. They was closer in age, then yes, of course.
No.
If they was closer in age,
Listen,
without even thinking about it.
listen
If
to
they was
me.
closer in age, play date.
I'm not asking you to... No, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me and listen to me clearly, right? I said the man's a creep. Because why are you a grown-ass man wanting to hang out with kids? You said he was the most amazing man to walk on earth. He was so lovely. And this is all a conspiracy to tear this black man down.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Big facts.
So, will you, both of you, let your kids hang with Michael Jackson?
Michael don't need my
I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask for
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yes or no? Remember
other
this
kids.
amazing man, the most amazing man to walk the earth,
Like,
and
he's
this
great.
is all a conspiracy.
Two things can be true at the same time, and my answer is still no. My answer is a resounding no.
I mean,
Man.
what, you wouldn't go Neverland?
Like, I'll go there, but it's also,
Wait, your kid's not allowed to come with you. I take no risks. No risks. You're staying at home.
yeah, I'll go, but my you can't afford
You
it.
can't go. I can't afford such. Can you imagine? Anyway, that's your user heroes. But anyway, yeah, so that's the kind of where I was last night. I'm going to check in.
Some people are telling me that I'm lying about this stuff. I'm going to
what
put the
FBI
link
stuff?
in the
Man,
Discord.
we know
Yeah, put it in Discord.
you're making stuff up, bro.
I'm going to put
No,
the
he
link
actually
in the
he did
Discord.
send the link
I've
to all of
sent
us.
you guys the
I'm
links.
the only person who acknowledged it.
I've never
These
received
other
the link.
two who would not let their kids go to Neverland are in denial. He did send it.
I
But
will
yeah,
put
put it in the
links
Discord
in the Discord.
Yes.
and
Damn.
start a whole new thing for it,
Am I
so we
one
can
to
have a
believe?
conversation.
I love Michael Jackson, man. What's to believe? I loved it, man.
To be honest, my grandma was a fan of Michael Jackson. She also was Delulu. She thought they were lying. And I was looking at her like, girl, you don't even know.
I think we also have to bear in mind, you're saying this came from the FBI, yeah?
The what came from the FBI
As
is
the
that they
FBI.
checked all of his computers.
Yeah.
And there was nothing on it.
Okay.
But this wasn't what I was talking about. It was the pictures that they took of the secret room
Yeah.
in his house.
Yeah,
and
who
what
found
he had
that?
in it.
Who found the secret? Who
The
found that?
FBI.
FBI.
So this is the same FBI, COINTELPRO, yeah?
No, but they can't make a secret room.
Hey, they can't? FBI.
All right.
What do you think the F
I'll
stands
be honest
for?
with you, yeah.
Fraudulent. I'm telling you. Hey.
Yes.
You can't trust them. You know, look at this thing, yeah? It's just,
You were saying you can't trust it. You can't trust Michael Jackson.
as stupid as it sounds, yeah?
You're crazy. He said, "Ah,
That's what I'm like. This conversation.
everything he says.
Can you imagine? You can't trust Michael Jackson.
As stupid as it sounds, yeah? I'm just saying, yeah? For whatever reason, yeah, I believe with my whole heart, yeah, it's unwavering, yeah, that they are trying to get this man.
Oh, 100%.
Facts, 100%.
He didn't, he's not doing he didn't do what they're saying he done. I
telling you.
promise you.
Yeah.
They're trying to tarnish this man's legacy. This is what they're trying to ruin him. They didn't even try it, they killed him.
But don't you
They
think...
killed him.
They murdered
I
that
believe
black
this
man.
with all my heart.
Yeah, it's possible.
With all my
yeah,
heart. I'm not joking, like.
I think
possible.
the killing thing is possible, But the kids stuff, I find that hard to think that was.
It's the stain. You don't wipe them stains off you. There's certain allegations that you get. They don't. They don't wipe off you, whether they're true or not. Look at Diddy. Look at me. Look at these man now. That this is what they. This was the perfect. This was the perfect tactic to kill this man.
Why are you an older man hanging out with kids?
They didn't make that up.
He liked that. He did that.
They didn't make it up.
So he opened the floodgates.
I would only say
what the video also.
And I don't want to hear that he didn't have a childhood.
I was just gonna say, don't put Diddy with Michael, please.
Why?
That's different.
Why is that?
That's Diddy.
What,
Michael ain't never called no man daddy. He ain't never done none of them things there.
No, but like with anyone, like just like you know how it goes with
you
media
know
when you
what
want to
is,
tarnish
though?
someone. Once you throw a stain on someone, that's it. Look at the slave man. You was loving him the other day.
Slave man. Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors.
Slave man.
That's bad because I knew exactly who he was talking about. That's what's worse. I knew he was talking about. That was Jonathan Majors.
Oh, God.
But you know what it is? I feel like it's difficult for people to throw something at you if your character doesn't speak to it to let it stick. Like the reason why Diddy's thing is sticking is because Diddy's been an unspoken thing in the industry for years.
No, I heard that.
Tim Westwood's one stuck because, again, an unspoken thing in the industry for years. R. Kelly's stuck because unspoken thing in the year. Your hero, flipping Michael Jackson, was hanging out with kids, man. You're saying he's innocent, but you wouldn't let your kid visit Neverland. There's a reason why. So maybe the conspiracy is working. Maybe, you've got.
I could
Maybe
understand why you're so vehemently on his side, because the music was heavenly. Heavenly. Even
You know what?
the acapella of that.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what I just remembered?
That he was sleeping with the children.
That's why I
Want
can't
to believe, man.
That's why I can't take that song seriously.
He didn't do it.
That was when Madonna's son tried to end racism during Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
That was the song he was dancing
Yes.
to. I'll put to that song. I haven't listened to that song since. So when he said listen to the uncensored version, I thought, I'm going to need a minute. I might watch that for some shits and giggles. That was a fun time. Dancing racism away. Anyway, let's get into people's journey, please. An uncensored version. It had to be Twitter, right? Because remember the guy was saying it's on YouTube.
I'll send that to you too. It was under his same video. Somebody
it?
put that thing.
Oh, was it? Okay, lovely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, people, welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. There ain't much to talk about, relatively anyway. But first thing I want to say is a big happy Independence Day to Ghana.
Ghana, happy Egg Day, y'all.
The beautiful nation of Ghana.
Are you going to take Meek Mills?
Yeah, he asked for citizenship yesterday.
No. We need to sort out his behavior first.
What's his behavior? You guys are saying that to
The man eats wet chips. What?
Sounding like wet
Chlorine.
cheeks, you know.
No, please.
Probably does that too.
I actually could have died. Actually died.
You lot are serious, man.
I couldn't breathe for a second. I tried to gasp for air, but it was blocked.
Meek, this is just pure entertainment.
I'm just done. Oh my gosh.
Yes, well, yeah, his application is definitely under review, though. He has to sort out those things first. But yeah, man, big up Ghana, man. The first sub-Saharan African country to get independence in Africa, man. This day, 1957. You know what I'm saying? So, 100% big up all the Ghanaians out there. You know what I mean? Let's hold our country accountable, man, and let's spearhead the revolution. But yes, next thing I wanted to talk about is Bitcoin, man. Remember the other day I was chatting about Bitcoin going up. It's doing crazy numbers, man, and it has now broken through and reached a new high. So for the first time ever, Bitcoin went up to $69,202 yesterday afternoon, surpassing the previous high of 69,000, which was recorded back in November of 2021. So yeah, man, people are really getting excited.
How much is it? 69,000?
$69,000.
For one coin?
Indeed, man. So yeah, obviously this is, I guess, due to a number of reasons. People suspect it might be because, Bitcoin became an ETF Well, there's ETF version of Bitcoin, so that can be traded on the stock exchange, and also the halving event, which is coming up in April. But yeah, people are very bullish, man. So big up everyone who's got Bitcoin.
So are they going to sell now and get some profit, or are they going to wait for it to go back down to zero?
It's not going to go back down to zero.
This is
Not zero. I'm just saying.
You mocking them, yeah?
No, I was asking. A genuine question.
To be fair, I think a lot of people will probably been selling on the way, innit? Because it will definitely go down again. And then obviously if you sold a certain amount on the way, then you'll just buy again when it goes down to a certain thing that you see as a good position to jump in at again. And then ride it up again. You know what I mean? People do believe in the next, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years that 100,000 will be normal for Bitcoin. People believe that, man. You know? So yeah. And I think it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Next thing I wanted to mention is Revolut customers, man. There's been a warning that's been issued because apparently some takeover scammers stole more than £200,000 from 2 people's accounts. And both victims saw their accounts targeted by fraudsters who passed the whole digital selfie security checks, all that type of, the Face ID situation. Yeah, they broke through, man. And they took with them £200,000, which they were the ones who were pretty much reporting on this, and they said that one of the victims was on the brink of bankruptcy because of the £165,000 that was taken from their account, and the other person lost more than £40,000 from their account, and it's happening in the space of 10 minutes. So basically, yeah, people are basically saying, yo, be mindful of your money in Revolut, man. And I guess you could just take that to kind of be a warning for you on any of these banking apps, to be fair. Maybe change up how you gain access to your accounts. Instead of doing like the Face ID thing or the fingerprint, if on your phone, if it's not secure enough, just revert back to the old school passwords, man. Next thing I wanted to mention is, and funny enough, Esther, you mentioned this the other day. We didn't mention this exactly, but we were chatting about automatic drivers.
Oh, yeah.
That sound poor, automatic drivers. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Apparently, those young drivers who are automatic only license holders, they pay more in insurance.
As they should. As they should.
Apparently, they're paying £760 more for car insurance than those who also drive manual vehicles. It's according to new figures, man. So, yeah.
I hear it.
Is it because they assume that they can't actually drive?
Yeah. Maybe.
Because that's me, yeah. Sure. If you got a risk of stalling, chance of you getting an accident is quite slim. If you got a risk of... So they just put their foot on the accelerator and they just go. And that's why they've got the luxury of doing balloons whilst they drive.
I'm telling you.
Because if you got change gear, I can't even eat and drive sometimes.
It's true, you know.
I know a few people recently who've gone and got their licenses and they've gone and got the automatic ones. I was like, why did you do that? And they're like, well, what's the point if everyone's just driving automatic? And I'm saying,
no, man.
Nope.
I don't even care about insurance, but I'm just saying, just logistically in my mind,
yeah.
If you're gonna go and pay for lessons and learn to drive,
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, like, learn to drive.
Yeah.
Huh? I've added that to the list.
But if they got automatic only license,
yeah, my man can't move like that.
You'll be icked out by me then.
What are you gonna do? Automatic only thing?
Do no flipping manual, nothing at all. Soon it's gonna be all automatic.
I wouldn't even drive a manual. Like, I've gone too far. I wouldn't drive a manual.
I don't understand your argument.
But I can if I want to.
That's the thing.
That's what it is. And I know how to.
I can if I want to. Listen.
No, it's not insurance. I know how to.
It's gonna. I didn't even know you get discount with insurance. I just feel like it's a good thing to be able to do.
No, as in
like a man, I can handle the stick.
That's nice.
It's wonderful.
You gotta pause that.
I don't. Pause that. I like men. That's not my problem. I never have to pause anything. Men are my story. So,
Yeah,
you're gonna say, bro?
What I was saying was that him knowing how to drive manual is a just in case thing.
But you just making a note for clip. Delete.
No, I'm actually making a transfer paper.
Oh, okay. My bad. I already put the page. You know me.
Brent, if you're going to learn to drive properly.
No.
Please.
No, brother, you know how long I've been doing my due diligence with getting a license? I haven't needed to. I don't go anywhere. But now I'm going to be going everywhere. So I need an automobile.
That's an automobile?
But there's no way I'm going through all of that stupid manual stuff. No, because I'm not even going to be using it too tough anyway. Because central London, it's been easy to even flip and just zoom, 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 zoom. I'm going to get a place closer to where the thing is. So no. Like I said, everything's moving towards automatic. Why am I going to be doing manual? Why stress? don't have any grey hair because I don't have any stress in my life. Why? Sorry.
Yeah, man.
To
I'm
be
definitely adding that
fair-
to my ick list, man.
This definitely isn't the same, yeah. But what if you get an automatic car that has the
Paddle.
the paddles, man, the manual paddles.
What's a paddle?
Sorry, is that the thing that they have in America?
You could change.
No,
you
go
can
ahead.
change the gears on your steering wheel.
Like in America?
In America, yeah.
They have it here?
Yeah.
Talk to me. What
I can change my car like that. I can change my thing like that.
But basically, you can revert to the manual.
Okay.
So
So yours is hybrid.
Is hybrid.
What do you mean hybrid?
Like automatic and manual.
Yeah. You wouldn't call
Serious?
it a hybrid though. You just
No,
say
but hybrid is like hybrid is petrol and electric.
Yeah.
but
I
no
can
one
flick it
says
over so I can.
Hybrid is just a wood.
Yeah.
You
but
can apply it to this.
Okay,
scenario.
cool. Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
I can flick it over so I can control it, innit?
that. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Like the gear stick.
Yeah, if I flick it over and I can control it with the paddles on my thing. I can
And you
go up,
still
yeah.
decide, nope, I've earned this. I've earned this luxury.
Yeah.
But if
But
he
I
wants
get
to
you though.
really
Sometimes
drive,
a bit of a razzle dazzle.
What does this really drive mean?
no, because
You're
It
really
does
driving,
mean really
Automatic
manual
drivers-
driving is really
It's
driving.
really
You
driving.
driving.
Automatic, you're Mario Kart.
don't know about dropping gears to get extra
You
speed.
don't
You don't
know.
know.
Listen.
You don't know, Brent.
You don't know about the biting point. Don't be silly, man. This builds character,
Sounds
man.
very exciting to you all. Is it
builds
really that
character.
exciting?
It is.
builds
Driving is
character.
thrilling,
man.
Driving is
You see,
thrilling.
when I first started driving, yeah, and I was still trying to master my car, and my route home was a hill, I was like, Lord, it made me stop.
It was a breaking point. It's a- Hey.
Like, when I tell you I hated traffic on a hill, because I was like, if I roll back, now what? It builds character, man. That's real driving. That's real driving, man. Get your man that can drive, manual and whatnot.
and plus, obviously, just economically, it'll be better for you, man. You know,
Yeah.
you save that.
Yeah, £700
£750
is mad. That's my insurance for the year.
How much?
I think it's like £800.
You're very lucky.
Oh no, I do my research. I'm not gonna get got. I do my research.
The insurance has gone up like crazy though.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it's actually charged me like $3,000. That's must be high.
See?
So I'll leave. One thing about me, I'm gonna do research and leave. This is mad.
Next thing I wanted to mention, remember the other day, well, it wasn't the other day, a few weeks back, I was mentioning how Piers Morgan has left TalkTV to kind of focus on his own YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Long story short, TalkTV is going to be done, man. It's going to be off the air and it's going to move to only online. So this is only 2 years after it got launched by Mr. Rupert Murdoch. And
Sounds like a good thing to me.
yeah, I guess
For
so.
them, it makes sense.
Yeah. But I think also maybe just unnecessary funds, isn't it?
What, putting it on legacy TV? Obviously.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the extent of that headline, to be fair. And the last thing I wanted to mention, this isn't really a big thing at all, but it's just interesting headline that I came across. And this is about a luxury hotel in Singapore. Apparently, when it rains too much, they give you a free night.
What?
Yes,
Where is this?
in Singapore.
Well, like
Yeah, you got to stay already.
a hotel.
Yes, so you already got your stay. This is a luxury hotel, yeah? You go outside, it's too much, it's raining, this, that, and that. This, don't worry, stay an extra night.
But I was about to. I checked out.
No, but you would look through the window first because you know of the offer. You know what I'm saying?
Because I thought
What are they saying? Because you lose a day.
No, you're meant to go home anyway. But I think they're just trying to be nice.
Because I thought maybe I'm
But
there
how
for
does that
5
work?
days.
What about your flight?
Yeah, that's if you're leaving Singapore to come back to London, isn't it? But you just,
If you're leaving Singapore to go to the other side of Singapore,
Then
you can stay in the house.
Yeah, man.
so you've got to go during the rainy season. Then
That's what I thought. So basically,
Exactly,
I
yeah.
thought,
that can't. Wait, 1 second. That deal can't be running in the rainy season.
it must. It must.
I'm not too sure. I've not looked into it that
If some
much.
people's journey is gonna run, because I was thinking, maybe if I go there for 5-night holiday, right, and then it rains 3 out of my 5, I'll get a discount, so my 3 nights would have been free. Because I was thinking I will go rainy season. I love a bit of rain. I love the sound of rain.
Rainy season's not too bad, you know.
It's not bad.
Like, when you hear rainy season, you think England rain, and it's
Yeah,
not.
no, it's not,
It's
man.
not
Rain
like
everywhere is
that.
different, man.
Rainy season in the tropical is
Yeah.
that. It's actually pretty nice.
The rain here is like,
it's actually decent.
yeah, man. The rain here is heaven's tears. It's filled with grief.
Only thing, the raindrops are big though. That you get wet, like through to your like your bones, like this is
100%.
different.
You ever bathe in the rain?
Have I bathed in the rain before? Well, like officially,
As in
What's
got
the unofficial
sponge.
way of rain?
like getting
As in
caught,
just getting wet.
and getting caught
Oh,
is
okay.
different. Going and getting your sponge and your
soap
and
and
your
that.
soap and thing and
That'd
going
be
in the
lit.
rain.
Though. I would love to do that.
I've never, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
How about
It's
that?
like
Dope,
what's it
dope.
called? What's that thing called? When you jump in the pool, skinny dipping.
I did that.
It really felt. It really felt like it was a vulnerable moment for me because Mummy said, "All right, it's raining. Like, go outside." So I'm like, "Go outside for what? To go to bed?" I'm like, "Really? Yeah." She handed me the soap and whatnot, and we just went in the backyard, and it was obviously pouring down with rain, and we just bed. Yeah.
That must feel freeing. That must feel like freeing.
Yeah.
Must feel like one with nature.
Yeah.
Bear Grylls.
I thought I should do it like with like a low haircut. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it one day.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, man. Just a bit more information. What they're saying is it's only available for the customers who book one of the hotel's suites.
Oh, there's always a term and condition. There's always a catch.
But it's still something. But basically, those prices for those suites range from like £500 a night to £2,635.
The least they could do is give me a free night.
There you go. But for the offer to be claimed, it must also rain for a total of 120 cumulative minutes. So basically 2 hours, right? Within any 4-hour period during daylight hours, right? And the weather must also disrupt at least one of the guests' planned activities. So you can just tell them you're going to do something, innit? And then, yeah, that's the extent of it. So yeah, it's decent though. It's a good initiative to have, I think. So big them up for
That's nice, actually. That's
for that, man.
Yeah.
Looking after their customers. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the People's Journal, guys.
All right. What is it? Is it Wednesday today? Is it Wellness Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into it, please. You are single-handedly keeping that song alive. You're single-handedly keeping that song alive.
A mother's love is everything. It is what brings a child into this world. It's what molds their entire being. A mother's love is the strongest energy known to man. Jamie Maguire. This Sunday, many of you will be celebrating Mothering Sunday. A time to acknowledge and cherish your mothers, grandmothers, aunties, wives, and baby moms. For some of you, it might be the first time you're being acknowledged as a mother. And as for others, well, it's the same old every year. Flowers, a crappy card written by a 3-year-old who can't even spell their name and has scribbled something sweet in it. But I think we often forget the sacrifices that these women have made. There was a time I would mute all my mum mates on Insta, as they would constantly upload their daily activities with their sprogs. However, when you spend a day with these sprogs, you have nothing but respect for their time, their dedication, their patience, and organisation that goes into the training and supporting of those little people. Whilst mums spend so much time pouring out their love to us all, my question to you today is, who's loving them? Recently, I witnessed a funeral that left me thinking, if my mother died today, would I be able to say that she died knowing I loved her? No, not me just saying, love you, over the phone. But did my actions reaffirm the love that she desired? Now, for some of us SAFs, it seems like money tends to be the main love language, but I guess we can dig a little deeper than that. These were women who got married fairly young, some possibly not even in love, got pregnant, relocated to a whole new country and had to fend for themselves whilst also ensuring we were all fed, clothed and equipped for this journey called life. Imagine the sacrifices they made. No DLT Malta or even a young brunch down at Prince of Peckham. Just work, school, home, church and repeat. Of course, it's not to say they didn't enjoy in their own way, but half the time that meant we had to tag along. They sacrificed their time, sacrificed their bodies, sacrificed their mental well-being, sacrificed their finances, and so don't you think they deserve just a whole lot more? Motherhood is a very beautiful thing. For those of you who have taken on the financial suicide and physical augmentation of motherhood, I salute you. For those of you who have adopted relatives and young ones that are close to you, you are seen and your efforts don't go unnoticed. And then there's those of you who aren't prescribed to any of this and are still doing your thing. Please keep doing your thing and make the most of it. So this Sunday, give them the love they deserve and let them know how special they are to you.
That's lovely, man.
She's saying that the mother's love is more important than the father's love, isn't it?
On that day, 100%.
No, she wasn't just talking about that day.
Why did you go with that verse? That was such a beautiful piece.
No, but you just remember that. I remember having certain conversations when I'm doing when I'm going to do some callbacks. So just remember that.
Anyway, what I was going to say was,
That's all right. Just remember that. Remember this. Store that, Brent.
So, what do you think? Do you think it's inaccurate? Do you think it's inaccurate?
No, I think it's true.
All right.
It's going to back up. It backs up a lot of my points that I tried to make in the past.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
what points?
We're not getting into it.
Yeah,
that was a lovely segment.
If he says it, he feels he's going to pull you out, and then he's going to have a
They
bad
can't pull
day.
me out because what I was thinking about was how some guys try and use Mother's Day as a way to get back in good books. So about you're gonna be a mother in the future. Shut up and get out of my DM. That's stupid.
What, you've got a happy future Mother's Day before?
A few times.
That's desperate.
I think it's like it's cute, but it's not. It's cute if I like you.
If you had a child and a man that was feeding you, messaged you like, happy Mother's Day, like, are you rating that? Like,
Yeah, because I'm a mother.
but he's just like, he
I'm
don't
not
care a
mother.
damn about your youth. He's trying to job, you know? Like, he's just, like, it's like, brother, come on, man. Like,
No, but I wouldn't know that if he comes across genuine. You wouldn't know.
Okay. I forgot it was Mother's Day. I didn't. That means I got to do something, innit?
No, don't. You can make a point. Go to your mother's house and make a point. The point you want to make until you're here, make it.
No, I
on
mean
Sunday.
for my youth. I'm not bothered about my mum and that.
Oh,
My youth has to do something for his mum. Because Mother's Day.
oh yeah, you got to plan that.
So that means I have to do
So
something.
get him to write a card and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not
That's
talking
cute.
about my mum.
That's
My mum's
really
had bare Mother's Day. She'd be all right.
What?
And I think we're going for lunch or something like that anyway. So
You're not fair because this is why she makes you drop into the airport and then ask for your wallet after because this is ridiculous.
every day's Mother's Day for me. You can't come talk to me about Mother's Day.
Oh,
'cause
one
I
of
never
those
give a
guys. Every
shit.
day's Valentine's Day. Oh, shut
No,
up.
I play my part. I'm your
Shut
son
up.
all year round. I play my part. You're not coming to me on this day and talking nonsense to me. I don't care about this day. I promise you.
Fair.
Like I don't give a shit.
I hear it. Fair,
If my sister
fair.
didn't book a table, we wouldn't be eating. You know what I'm saying? But I'll play my part.
Oh, dear. I hear
But
you.
now just reminded me I gotta go and get a card and pretend
yeah.
like my son got
Flowers,
it.
all that sweet stuff.
Card and pretend like my son got it. You know goddamn well.
No, but get him to write it though. If he writes it, then she sees his handwriting in there.
Yeah, well,
Just give him a hold his hand and like trace it and stuff. Yeah.
oh, God, there
That
we
stuff,
go.
man. It works, man. Yeah, man.
I might kill two
Hold
birds
on.
with one stone. I might see if I can invite my baby mum to my mum's dinner.
You're an egg. It's an International Women's Day today.
Is it?
No, Friday.
It's Friday. Oh,
Yeah. Very important day. So
yeah, absolutely.
So it's a big weekend for y'all.
I do accept Ferrero Rocher. I'm not a mother, but I'm a woman.
It's a big weekend for y'all.
So I will accept Ferrero Rochers on Friday. Thank you very much.
same. Hopefully Tesco's doing a good deal.
They are club card price.
There you go.
Exactly. All right, well, let's get into our last headlines.
All right. So our next headline, trigger warning. Ghana's president, Nana Akufo-Addo, has said he will not assent to an anti-gay bill until the Supreme Court rules on its constitutionality, right? Earlier, the finance minister warned that billions of dollars in World Bank funding could be lost if it became a law. Passed by MPs last week, it imposes a jail term of up to 3 years for identifying as LGBTQ+, and 5 years for promoting their activities. The president, Akufo-Addo, had previously said that he would sign it if the majority of Ghanaians wanted him to do so. The Supreme Court challenger says that there was no quorum when the bill was passed. As per parliamentary rules, at least half of Ghana's 275 MPs must be in parliament and take part in the vote for a bill to be passed on the president to sign into law. Next headline takes us to Clapham, where trigger warning on this one, guys. A man has been charged after 3 people were injured during a shooting in Clapham. 2 women suffered shotgun pellet injuries when a weapon was fired by a moped rider being pursued by officers near Clapham Common South Side. A 3rd person was hit by the moped in the incident. This happened about 5 p.m. on Friday. Kimani King, who's 18 from Tooting, is charged with possessing a firearm with intent to endanger life or enabling another to do so. He is also charged with aggravated vehicle taking and injury caused by an accident and 2 counts of wounding or inflicting grievous bodily harm without intent. Mr. King will appear before Bromley Magistrates Court later. The Met Police said that the injured pedestrians and the 2 women have now been all released from hospital. The force added that work to trace a second suspect was also ongoing. The Met said that during the incident, a moped was allegedly being ridden by 2 people who failed to stop. It added that the moped then collided with a pedestrian and crashed, and a firearm was reported to have dropped and then discharged as it hit the ground. And the last headline, it's a big one here, and definitely requires us looking into a bit further. And Black-led organisations focusing on education, economic empowerment and health outcomes are to be the beneficiaries of a £100 million fund aimed at addressing the Church of England's role in the transatlantic slave trade. So an impact investment fund, the Fund for Healing, Repair and Justice, will invest the money following recommendations in a report from the Church Commissioners, which is the financial arm of the Church of England. A report was released on March 4th, following an announcement last year that the fund was aimed at trying to address past wrongs linked with the slave trade. Recommendations were written by an independent oversight group chaired by the Bishop of Croydon, who had a majority of members from the impacted communities. They recommended that the fund should be owned and run by Black communities with the aim of starting later in 2024. The fund is the most significant act of acknowledgement and repair yet made by an UK institution that was in receipt of funds earned through the enslavement of African people and their descendants. However, it also acknowledges that the £100 million is not enough relative to the scale of Church Commissioners' endowment or of the moral sin and crime of African chattel enslavement. And that's it for the headlines. That headline was taken from The Voice. So if you're interested, guys, go to The Voice and see a bit more about it. But yeah, that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
Okay, let's get into reaction.
Welcome to the reaction, people, where I read out our sports headlines. No, I'm pissed. I watched I went to watch the Bayern and Lazio game. Watched the captain shake hands. Referee blew the whistle.
Sleep.
Sleeps. Didn't see a kick of it. But glad Bayern won, so they're through now. So you can not worry about Harry Kane being a total disappointment. He definitely needs to win Bundesliga though. But Bayern Munich beat Lazio 3-0 last night. So they won 3-1 on aggregate. And Paris Saint-Germain beat Real Sociedad 2-1, so they go through 4-1 on aggregate. This evening's games, 8 o'clock, we've got FC Copenhagen versus Man City and Real Madrid versus Leipzig. Real Madrid are winning 1-0 on aggregate. Man City are winning 3-1 on aggregate. I believe both those teams will go through. Should be pretty simple stuff. When do you play next week? Oh, you played already? No, you lost the first leg, innit?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So what do they do? Alternate it? So you play next week or something?
Wednesday.
Okay, cool. That's about it. And I don't actually have any sports headlines to read for some reason. Anything you care to go into, Brent? Nope.
I'm wondering why it's next week. Why is it next week?
I think they alternate the games. So some teams played this week, and then the other ones will play the other one. I'm not sure why they've done that.
Did you see the new format of the European football next year?
Champions League football.
Yeah, I think it's European football. I think they're also doing it with the UEFA.
The league.
The
Europa
League, yeah.
With the league format.
Yeah, but also the Champions League.
Yeah. I'm saying with the new league format, the Champions League.
Yeah.
Well, I play Football Manager in it, so Football Managers, I'm already advanced into it. So
Can you explain it to me, please?
So
what's the benefit of that?
I don't know what the benefits of it is, but I feel like they give you your fixtures. You get your fixtures before it starts. So you get your fixtures. I think it's like 8 games that you play. Mm-hmm. Everybody plays their games, the 8 games. I'm not sure what pots you go into or how they work out who your fixtures are, but you get your fixtures, and then it's league format. So then I think it's the top. I think the top 8 in the league go through straight away without having to play, and then from 8 to 16, I think, or 24, they have to play of knockout stages, the first round knockouts, and then they do the knockouts and it goes through and then it goes like that. I don't know what the benefits of it changing it is. I think maybe it's just to give it something different, to spruce it up. I haven't looked into it to see what the actual...
K19 Silence says the new format is exciting. And I hear a lot of people saying that, but I'm not sure why that is. Is it because we are able to see the good games right from the very jump? And the amount of good games that you can see before it moves on to the next stage is exciting all the way through, as opposed to the early stages and like,
Maybe. Again, I haven't looked into it enough to
I'll
know.
wait till Filthy does an episode on it.
See, I'm going to have to go and look into it myself to go and score. I won't even know what they're talking about in the episode either. So yeah, I haven't gave it much thought, to be honest with you. But yeah.
All right.
There we go. All right, that's the end of our sports news. Let's get into Out Ere. You know what? Sorry, Brent, I should have sent this to you ages ago. I see something here. I want to know you lot's thoughts on it. Sorry, Brent, bear with me 2 seconds.
All right.
Is this... Oh, actually, I'll just watch it and then you can tell me what you think about it. Where's it?
While you're doing that, I just went to the update because I forgot to mention it. Remember the other day we were talking about Amanda Serrano, who was the female boxer who is campaigning. She got rid of one of her belts to campaign for women to have the choice of 3-minute rounds and stuff. Yeah.
What have I done? Why's it gone? Sorry, you're gone.
Basically she was meant to be fighting, innit? Last weekend. Fight didn't happen, man.
Why?
Basically, she had an eye injury, literally just before the fight, in the dressing room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she came into the ring, she was crying, man. She was telling the people everything that happened. Apparently, what they're trying to say is that I believe maybe on the weekend or the week before, whatever, recently anyway, she was getting her hair done, and some of the dye apparently went into her eye, and that's what kind of just messed up everything.
She's lucky, she could have gone blind.
But yeah, and obviously she was thinking, it will kind of, go away, I'll be able to fight. So that's why they left it so close to the fight. But yeah, man, she was in tears, man. Sad, man. I feel for her.
It's not a good fight if you can't see where the punches are coming from.
Exactly. But she's a warrior though, man. She's definitely one of the greatest, women out there.
Big up her, man.
Top 8 go straight into the last 16.
Yeah.
9 to 24 have to play off against one another to qualify for the last 16.
Yeah.
Playoffs are good. And then from there, it's the regular 2-legged knockouts.
Yeah. I had a video here, man. I had it booked, but I don't know if they've deleted the tweet or not because it's gone.
What's it about?
Man, I don't know if it was racism, cultural appropriation or not. I want to see how you felt about it. Some guy from Atlanta, he's got a furniture shop, but you see the advert that he done.
Gosh.
Where he's drinking lean. He's got his
Yeah,
bandana turned
racism.
around. Huh?
Racism.
Atlanta ad, yeah?
I think he's from
ATL.
ATL. He's in purple, man. This white guy. He's like a furniture king or something. His advert's sick. I don't know what's wrong with this shoot, but I don't understand why it's gone. But I can't find it. If you can't find it, then I'll just go to what we've got in here. Okay, you find it? You see this old white man dressed in purple? Look like a...
Nah, yeah, what, go on.
Look like a
Continue.
Ribena Crip?
No, I haven't found it.
I'm so annoyed that's gone. I had it there. It's been there. All right, then let's see what you got for me. What's number one? An Instagrammer is selling bottles of her own farts for 230.
I've heard of that.
What?
That's a business. People do that.
Would you do that?
If you are stupid enough to buy it, I'll do it.
Is there a video here for this?
Actually, no, because I have shame, man. I get embarrassed by things. Even if it's in the privacy of my own self.
Is it? Oh my God. No,
That's the thing, though. Where have I heard of that before?
Oh my God.
That's
No,
the
this
thing.
is not a video, but she's got...
Hello, customers.
You gal are... you lot can really just do what you want in life, innit?
And why is that?
Because look at all the products that she's sharing on her thing. Her bath water, is $500.
Yep.
Yeah. Her farts are $300.
Yep.
Her used lingerie is $270.
She could price that higher.
Her used stockings are $200.
Just
And her used bikini, brackets,
That's got 500.
surprise. I don't know if she got discharged in there.
Yeah,
or
you never know
what.
what you could be there. It was a surprise. Kinder egg.
But that's the cheapest though. That's $169.
Oh, she's cheap. Actually, it depends. If you wear it longer, then she can sell it for more.
So what are you saying? She's underselling herself. What would? Look,
Is this the one?
Yeah, this is it. This is it. Look, there's the price things there. So what would your
She's
bathwater
got a
be?
website.
This is what I'm telling you.
Women in business. Because you know what it is, yeah? If there's people that are sick enough to buy it. So at some point, who is really done here? Her or the people that are buying it?
That is true.
Have added it to the direct debit per month.
Fuck, Kiri Kitty's bathwater and farts. What kind of man? Like who? Like
there's men that want to buy your knickers and stuff.
why would you?
That's regular.
Man says shop now. Who does?
Shop now. She said can even give you free next day delivery.
And what? It's a little tiny jar of bathwater like so.
Yeah, you can't give them a week's worth.
Look at this.
How will you get repeat customers? You gotta give them a little shot.
How much would your bathwater be worth?
I could do for how much it has? I could do for
$500 for the little. That little jar is $500.
Nah, I'd be nicer. I do like 300, 250, 300.
And these men have to understand that.
And then like you get like 10% off the next one or something.
These men have to understand that this is not like a legit bathwater, you know. It's probably just tap water with little sardine juice in it or something. You know, just. Do you know what I'm saying? She's duping them. They're being hoodwinked.
Sardine is wild.
What?
Wild.
Brent.
Man said
imagine?
sardine juice. He
That's
didn't
wild.
even pause. He just said it. Oh,
That's wild. That's not normal.
I'm just saying, she's not actually like giving them like authentic bathwater. Like I know gal that do this, just walking around, going to the shops, buying pure knickers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I'm not wearing it.
Yeah, like they're not actually like flavouring it up or not. Like they're just
You
pretending.
just kind of rub it around your kitty a little bit and then put it in there. Sell it off.
You know,
Put it in a bag where everything is sealed and post it.
as a society, we're down bad. Look how small that jar is. £500. You know, I'm not even knocking her though.
Listen,
That
that's what I'm
is a
saying.
hustle. That is women in
Got to ask
business.
who's done out here.
Well,
Obviously, there's only so much you can do for money. I believe that, but I think you need to have some class when it comes to making money.
it's her clients
But
and
at
her
the same
fan
time,
base.
Hand-me-down sofa.
there's a whole market for it where she has to have a website because the demand was so much, she couldn't keep up with the orders. She had to have a system that actually can do the orders for her.
That is crazy.
People are sick.
And the reality is, all you need to sell is a few, just a handful. And
This
you're
is it.
okay
And
for
her
the
rent
month.
is paid. This is it. I wonder if she pays taxes on that though. She better.
Yeah,
I'll
she
pay
has to.
taxes on that.
Well, you know what?
HMRC don't care how I get the money. They just want to get their share.
You know what? Yeah, I'm not even mad at her. I ain't hating on no woman in business. Get your paper, boo boo.
Get your paper, you know.
Yeah, no, that's it. But her clientele, her fan base, you are done at it. You don't need some self-respect. You just need to look in the mirror, man. Because that is brazy.
I can't imagine going. We have like a household, me and my husband, and I'm looking at a joint account statement, and I'm seeing you're getting Kitty, BB Kitty's bathwater.
That's a sackable offence.
What's do we hear this?
You got to leave him. You bought her
course.
next gal's bathwater.
But you can't tell people why. Like I can't even tell people why I left you.
Yeah, and you're
That's
drinking
embarrassing.
it. You're drinking the bottle. Let's be clear here.
I don't think they're drinking it.
no, please. Don't put it past them.
They're
Actually,
drinking the
better, yeah.
bathwater,
There
Brett.
will
Okay, when they
some
get the
that will
knickers-
drink that.
Yeah.
Have you seen how small the
There
jar
will be
is?
some
What
that
else
will
are they
drink
gonna do with the water? You can't bathe in it.
They'll dip the tip in it. They'll do. I'm telling you, these sickos
Let him land.
will do
Let him
everything. Take a little tip and then rub it on the nip. They will do everything. For the fact that you're buying bathwater, you're not even sure if it's legit. I'm telling you, they're running that liquid everywhere and then consuming it. All sorts, and then re-upping.
Brent,
Take a little tip, rub it in the lip.
When you find these people, you put them in jail, man.
Immediately.
Because what else are they capable of? I'm telling you, the mind is a devil.
I tell people,
human
Dave
heart
said it. The
is
truth
wicked,
is
you
the
know.
truth is madder than fiction, fam.
It's mad.
For
It's
real.
actually
The
mad.
truth is madder than fiction.
Actually, so
I
mad.
promise you. Lot.
That's where the
Damn.
fiction gets the.
That's what, you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what's mad? Like their clients are not even loyal to her.
Yeah,
They've got
they get
hella
all different
subscriptions.
bathwaters.
Oh,
Different bathwater.
man.
Must be the pH.
100%. 100%. Because after a while, they're just like, you know what? No. Hers gets boring after a while.
This is crazy.
They want a different flavor.
All right, well, that's enough of that, man. All you perverts.
All right,
you're
so
done- you're
Ed
done
has
here.
found us the clip that you were looking for. He shared it
did?
in the Discord. Thank you very much, Ed.
Big up, Ed.
And here it is.
That's so funny, man.
On that hand-me-down sofa, we need you to shine so clean with that new from Gallery Furniture. Text me Mattress Mac, your triple OG partner from the north side at 281-84.
All right. So by now.
All right. All right. Nah, all right is right. Dead ass.
I said new. I got that new.
So that triple OG. I love his bandana though.
That was a new angle. There's a worse one than that as well. He must be doing a thing. There's a different one where he's pouring up the lean as he's talking. He's going for it. You get me? Like, what's his name? Mattress Mac. But he's a lot to do with. Man said, all right then.
All right. Bernie Sanders looking ass. That's ridiculous.
They're all done here, man. This game's not
Funny,
actual.
man. Brent, no, never mind. So I said it during the thing.
Thank you.
Because I didn't. All right, people. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you every single time. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it, all that great stuff. Put people on. Follow us on social media platforms, The Day After TNB, on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok as well. Big up our researchers, big up our editors, big up everybody that's involved in the making of this great show. If you want to send your dilemmas in via text or WhatsApp, the number is 075 6484 1073. If you would like to inquire about the show, feature on the show, or you want to send your dilemmas via email, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Have a great Wednesday, people, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.